And hello everyone, and welcome to our second week of the Drowning Well Drowning. I fucked this up last week, didn't I? The Drowning Well Inn, a night
There
out.
we go.
This is part 2 of it. Hi everyone, how are we all doing? We all good,
Very
everyone?
well, actually. Yep.
Yeah. How's everyone in chat? How's everyone on YouTube? Hope you're all doing well. So, I'm James CORP, the host of today's show, because I'm usually the host, because it's on my channel. And, yeah, so we're going to go around the table, get people to introduce themselves and their characters, and then we'll hand over to Danny. And then Danny can tell us what we need to do, and he can introduce himself as well at the same time. So, I am James CORP, and I'm playing Ivan, the Bright Wizard who likes fire. He's being blamed for everything going wrong, but realistically no one told him what was going on, so it's not his fucking fault. So there we go, my hands have been washed. Fishy.
Hi, I'm Fishy. I play Galazil the dwarf, who is the wizard's bodyguard, and he is generally a curmudgeon, but never wastes a drink, no matter what. So he just is here for the paycheck and smashing heads.
Claytor 22.
Hello! I play Wilhelm Jaeger. I am a tax collector, and I am young and naive. And very naive.
Somebody should quote that.
Bohemians, how are you doing?
Hi, everyone. I'm Bohemians, and I'm playing Lutolf Carolus. I'm a bounty hunter, or bounty hunter to be. I'm still a thief taker, it seems. And that's it.
You take names and kick ass.
Well, I'll prefer to take thief and, well, kick ass, yes. But I get paid for that, you know?
Yep. Danny.
Yes, so my name is Danny, and I will be the game master. Yeah, I'm ready to get into the fight, into Warhammer world. Are you guys ready?
Oh yeah, I need some new stuff. Hang on. Is there any sound coming from Simonscape?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, I'm muted Simonscape.
Yeah. So yeah, before we start the game, let's see what you guys remember from last session. Let's do a recap and tell me what you guys remember.
Well, I can talk about my part, which is actually later than them. So yes. I finally captured a very wanted noble called Otto Metzger, and he was pretty insane, and he actually ran away from justice twice, but I got him, you know, I got him. I'm good, that good, and now I'm trying to keep him in custody until we reach the next town, because I went to Agbaiton, I think is the name. And the magistrate there, Mario something, he couldn't handle a noble, so he told us told me that I should go to Waldenhof, which is a bigger town, and there maybe the court of justice could do something with this noble. So he cleaned his hand, but actually he asked in the task. And the road warden was with a group of crazy people, actually. But there is one in robes that is pretty well, I don't know. First impression was he's a little lunatic, and he was with a dwarf, and then there was a tax collector also. I don't know what the tax collector was doing with the rest of the team. So it was pretty strange group of folks, but I mean we're all traveling together through the red line maybe coach.
Yes, red coaches.
Red coaches, yeah. So I can say, well, I don't know the first part, but the from there we actually went into we took the coach and we went towards Waldenhof, and
Okay.
we were supposed to make a pit stop in the middle, and there's a tree that fell. I mean, there was a storm coming, a tree fell. We lost one of the...
Fishy,
yeah.
tell me about this part.
Yeah.
What happened on the way to the inn?
Well, I mean, I was going to mention also how we kind of got caught up into this because Ivan and I got orders from his master to yet again go to another town and deliver another thing. And so we're also going to Waldenhof. So we're kind of hitching a ride on the coach as it is pretty much the only option other than walking. So, but yeah, no. So we were riding the coach to Waldenhof, and a massive tree fell down and blocked the path. It completely crushed one of the driver's heads, like pretty much completely. I don't think he had very much left, maybe a jaw, I'm not sure, as well as one of the horses. And suddenly we were left. And it knocked the other driver all the way like down the road.
He was talking to me through the window, actually.
Yeah, and basically like just completely wrecked him. But he's still alive, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yes.
But he's in pretty rough shape. I mean, getting thrown from a carriage in the middle of a storm is not the nicest thing to have happen. So while we were cleaning up, we were happened upon by a group of people that claimed to be road wardens, and it all seemed to check out. But they were heading elsewhere. I can't remember specifically where to.
There was a fire or something?
Fire in a farmhouse.
Fire in a farmhouse nearby. But they helped us get a bit together and everything, and we took the carriage into town. And at some point near town, we were trying to get flagged over by some woman on the side of the road, and Clay just drove right past her.
No,
Like,
Bohemians did.
Was it
Bohemians did. I
blaming-
told her that we only had one horse and you'd have to wait.
Yeah. Okay, Clayton, what happened after you rode after this? You guys passed by this woman. What do you remember?
We arrived at the inn. We parked, and the road warden, Jay Wall's character, sat in the cart and watched Otto, who was mischievous. I believe Bohemian's character saw a bit of magic, or what seemed like magic, but chose to ignore it.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it was like this twinkling thing, and you're like, yeah.
I'm tired. It's a long day. Maybe I had hallucinations.
Yeah, I'm tired. There's a guy dying in the cart, and we have a fucking criminal. Like,
And you're
I've
wet
got,
as well, remember? We were fucking...
Yeah, and wet.
basically- Well, apart from
I've got bigger things to worry about.
yeah, it was like I've got bigger fish to fry at the moment. So as we went in, he got a doctor. I started by the fire. There's a bunch of crazy people in the inn, or at least somebody perceived a few of them. I don't remember who, but I know almost all of us were like, this seems like a normal group of people.
Exactly.
Galazil, so the group of...
Yeah.
Yes. Ivan,
Galazil, that's what it was, yeah.
tell me tell me what are we missing? What more about the story? Tell me more.
All right, so Lutolf started to ask the landlord or innkeeper about like rooms and shit because he was trying to work out where to put this criminal who I didn't know. Well, obviously he is a criminal.
Otto.
Yeah, look, we're allegedly escorting, but no one's told me we're escorting anyone. And then Siegfried.
You saw the prisoner.
And then
You saw the guy.
yeah, I just thought. Yeah,
You're supposed to be the smart one.
yes, but if people don't tell you information, you don't know it, do you? So I just assumed we were passengers on the fucking coach because we're going to fucking what's the place we're going to?
Waldenov.
And
Yes.
that's all. No one said about, oh, we're doing a job on the side. Have you? No, exactly. And then I took a beer to Siegfried. Siegfried handed me a scroll, and then I went back to the inn because he said give it to the innkeeper. So I did. Who then read it there and there. I went.
No, it's from the magistrate.
There's this. Oh my god! There's. I don't know. And then there was this. You know. Yeah, it was a letter from a magistrate. I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was a letter. And then it was like, oh, you got. Where's such and such the prisoner? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And then we went into a back room because everyone was like talking about it. And now, yeah, and that cat's out of the bag.
That was public. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault. How is it? How is it my fault, Fishy? How is it Ivan's fault? How is it his fault that he read the letter out loud?
Well, it's not Ivan's fault that he read the letter out loud. It's Ivan's fault that he didn't ask more questions.
Why should he hand this letter to the barman? Certainly.
You saw a prisoner, a guy that's chained up that acts weirdly.
That's the point. That is the point at which I can't tell you what you should have done because we would have never gotten to this point.
And then we went in the private room. Everyone chatted to this barman about it, and that I think that's. And when we went out, then the woman that we left in the rain came in looking mighty pissed off.
Yes, indeed. So we
actually there's one point missing is that I decided not to put it downstairs or wherever in
the cellar.
But instead in a room that has no windows or something.
Yes.
With 2 or 3 beds or something. Yeah.
They have a basement. But,
basement.
yes, there is a couple of rooms, and yeah. So let's take it from when we leave it. Then let's see.
Which was the lady barging in and asking who was driving the carriage.
Yes. As you guys wait, I gotta actually put this one on. If you guys remember, this is Otto, and
yes.
Yes. So this woman barged in the inn, you know, and screams, you know, like really loud, you know, like who's driving this this coach? What you see is 1 second, guys. Area. We'll go. You see a really beautiful woman. Also white hair.
Oh.
She have a scar going through her eyes to the cheek. She's very well armored, and you can see that she have weapons. I want you, Lutolf, to do me a perception roll.
So, was she like that on the road, or did she have?
She have like a cape and a
cloak.
hat.
Yeah, that's why. I would have stopped if she looked like that.
All right, so you're gonna stop for people that are fucking armed.
So
not for people who aren't.
She kind of
armed.
like
Makes
puts
sense.
her cloak back and takes away the hat, and as I say, it's a very attractive young woman.
So where do I get my icon to roll?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, where am I? There am I.
Yeah,
So-
she comes like barreling in the door, yelling for that. I'm probably like,
Oh, perception?
Wow, you
Yeah.
class.
Is it perception?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do I have any modifier?
No.
There we go. and I rolled 43 out of 48. That's a success.
You get a feeling that you know this woman. You have seen her before. You don't know where.
Do I remember her like with a poster with a wanted on it?
You don't
remember
know.
that.
You don't know. You remember this woman somehow, but you don't really can picture her. It's like her face, like out of. You're not sure where do you seen this woman before, but you have seen her.
So I will engage her and then, lady, how are you? So we were in the couch coming and our driver got injured and he's actually upstairs, very injured. And that's why we couldn't stop. A tree fell. We lost one of the coachmen. The other was injured, so that's why we couldn't stop. We're very, very
yes,
sorry.
you look like an egg. You know when you get an egg and you slap the top of it? That's what you look like.
You say this to her?
Yep.
Well, okay. How? Say it again.
So
We
you know
don't-
when
we-
you get,
we-
you know when you get a boiled egg, and you have a spoon,
Yes.
and you hit the top
Yes.
of it,
Yes.
flattens. That's what you look like.
Who looks like that? She
The
says.
other coach.
The dead coach driver.
The dead coach driver, and I was just asking for a lift. Why can you guys don't help me? And she's like,
Yeah, we're
She
very
looks
sorry,
like-
but you have to understand that we have the second coachman is now upstairs with a doctor trying
second
to.
coachman. I saw two people driving the coach.
Yeah, we took over, and because we couldn't, we're not coachmen. We took over, and it was impossible to drive that coach with the rain, the emotion, the injured coachman, the dead coachman, one horse dead. It was totally a mess. We're very sorry. I mean, we would have.
No, you
Do me a
wouldn't.
charm roll. Do me a charm roll, Ludov. I will give you a
Roll.
plus 20.
Galazel is probably just like slowly drinking whatever he has, just like
And I rolled
as slowly as
Four,
possible.
4 out of 60 of charm. That's impressive success.
It is.
She turns around and she goes and she kind of like thinks for a while, and gets in herself and I said, well, I it seems that you guys may have had a problem. I'm okay. I accept your apology, but people should be more nicer to people in the road, and she kind of like give you a smile. You notice that she kind of likes you after your apologize. You do it like in so good way that she feels it was an honest apology. By the way, guys, if you guys hover over your in the chat and it says charm, if you click on the charm or perception, you will be able to immediately see the skill.
Okay.
I hope you guys understand what I mean.
Okay, yeah, so if I click on charm, it will bring up the charm thing. Okay.
Yes, exactly. And what it does is like so you guys can
Okay.
read a little bit more how about skills and stuff work. And yeah, just wanted to say that. So she kind of like looks around. She gives like a look at the room. And by the way, the room is like really warm, really cozy. There is a fireplace by the left side. A really nice fireplace heating up all the room. As I said before, everybody in there is drinking, eating. People are chatting. There is a good energy, and Elizabeth kind of like turns to you and she says like, well, I guess I was wrong. I guess I shouldn't be that angry. May I invite you all for a couple of drinks? She says.
That would be very good, actually. We're pretty cold and all wet from the rain.
And she kind of like lifts her arm and she's like, bartender, a couple of drinks. And he's like, yes. It will be just a moment, but I need to clarify with you. It says here that somebody is in charge of Otto, yes.
Yeah, that'll be me. Thank you. And you don't have to mention names.
Oh, of course not. And the Wim Wilhelm, that is the bartender, kind of like turns to you, Lutolf, and he's like, could we speak in private?
Of course.
Yes, and he kind of like, my wife, Sibyl, drinks over here, and he kind of like signals Sibyl, and Sibyl kind of comes close, and Wim and you, Lutolf, go into another room.
Yeah, but before I go to the other room, I will introduce myself to
Elizabeth.
the lady.
The lady. Yes.
So I'm Lutolf, and it's a pleasure to meet you. I'll be right back.
Yes.
Accept your invitation for a drink.
Yes. Elizabeth turns to you, and she kind of like bows, and yeah.
Does she look related to the prisoner?
You mean Otto?
Yes.
Um,
Just they've both got white hair, which is kind of perhaps a strange thing to see.
you can see the white hair, but the figures in the face, they don't seem to be related somehow.
There's nothing that looks the same.
He's a very different build and face than Otto. Otto is more dark and grim. She's like really beautiful girl.
Okay. Yeah, but okay.
Wilhelm, what are you doing?
I was drinking and hiding as best as I can from the angry woman.
Okay. How do you react once she kind of like, not really apologize back, but she kind of like, like calms down after Lutolf's explanation, and she invites you for drinks.
I will join her for drinks, but I am shy because I am really naive.
Okay.
Really naive.
Perfect.
Galasila
and Ivan.
His beer, and that's it.
Galazil's been just spending the time like slowly drinking beer, being like, I don't want to get in the middle of this. And then when she said the thing about like ordering us drinks and everything, he's like, okay, sure, whatever. What's going on? And he started paying more attention at that point.
Okay.
But yeah, so he's ready to follow along because there's alcohol involved.
Okay. Ivan, what about you?
Well, yeah, I'll take a free drink.
Yes. Okay. So 1 second. I don't know if I showed the menu last time.
To fill my pipe up.
You did, and there was wine and whatever, and they asked for beers.
It was really,
Yeah, it was like $10 a beer.
because it's really
Very
fucking
expensive.
expensive. Yeah.
Yes.
But now we're being invited by the pretty lady.
Yes. She's
The rich lady.
But she's paying for it, so yeah.
to locally produce ale. Yes. Strong ale, by the way. Galasil.
Put my light on. Hang on 1 sec.
Excellent.
Still not to dwarf conditions, but for being human, I guess.
Yeah.
But better than the ones from the previous town.
Oh
yeah, it's probably like it reminds me of dwarven beer. Like it's got like a hint of it. Like it's whenever you see like you go to another country and you get like their version of your local food or something, right? Like it's like weirdly bastardized, but it's still kind of like comforting. So
Okay.
yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Wim, Lutolf, Wim kind of turns to you. You do have read and write, right?
Oh no,
You don't?
I don't think so. Let me check.
No, you don't.
Well, I've got reading right.
Wim
But
turns.
he doesn't know that.
No. Wim turns to you and he's like, Mr. Lutolf, it says here by the Marius.
The magistrate, yes.
Yes. He said here that he would love for the prisoner to be accommodated in this place.
Yes. So that's why I was asking you about the rooms. I need a room with no windows, one access door, and actually a few beds, so we can have him locked up there, and I can stay there also, and maybe the rogue warden also will join us.
Oh, but you see, you have not seen our basement yet. If I may say, sir, please follow me, please. And he
Okay.
kind of like,
Let's go see it. But I don't want to sleep in the
Wow.
basement.
what?
I don't want to sleep in the basement.
Okay. He kind of like takes you to this older room in the house. It's kind of like older room, and there is like grains of food, and under in the floor there is like I don't know what's the name of the gates.
Trapdoor?
Yeah, a trap door, and he kind of like open it, and he's like, down here it will be perfect, and he kind of like goes down and starts to walk down. Do you follow him?
Okay, I follow him, of course.
Somebody's going to a murder basement.
God damn it.
1 second.
Look, we don't kink shame here.
Well, I feel like at that point, murder is, might be going beyond within. Things. My point's gone out the window. Somebody say something.
Okay,
Cheese.
let's listen.
What's your opinion
Let's
on
listen to
cheese?
Danny then.
So he brings you down, and he's like, well, as you can see, the only way out and in of here is going through that door. Security is way easier here, and we are used to have prisoners here very often, so we have added a little bit of change to the wall, and I can tell you nobody could get out from here if they're stuck down here, he says.
Yeah, but it's also a trap. I mean, if there is anyone coming to try to take Otto out, whatever, then I'm trapped in. There is no exits. So I don't like to feel like a rat trapped. No?
Oh, okay. Yo, I'm just giving you advice, and magistrate, he told me to tell you to, as you can see here, he kind of like sends you the letter and try like put it on your face.
Yeah.
It's on your face.
I know what the magistrate is saying here in the letter, but he also gave me. I mean, it's my prisoner, and I'm taking care of him, and maybe we can, pretend that he's here, and everyone should believe maybe that he's trapped here, but we will actually take him upstairs to the room.
Okay, yes. I mean, it's still a little bit early tonight, and as you can see, I cannot close my inn just for one
You
guest.
don't have a back door to go to the rooms, maybe, or back entrance, or
not really, not to the rooms. I mean, it's the only way upstairs is that way, and
okay. Well, we can wait. Don't worry.
okay, no problem, sir, no problem. And
But
he kind of
thank you for the offer and the assistance.
Yes, and he kind of like lets you go up first, and after the while he goes up. What's going on in the bar, guys? You are being served drinks, and this beautiful lady, she's like, cheers, very like happy.
Cheers.
Cheers. Galzel takes a chug and says, I got something like, so what's your story?
You know my story.
What do you say?
Saying to Gazelle, you know my story. Thinking he's just talking to
Not you, her.
me. Oh,
I'm just traveling, going around, family business, but the rain got on the way, and now I'm stranded here in this place. Most unfortunate, he says.
family business. What kind of business is your family in?
Oh, we into trade. We buy chickens and cows, and I was just fixing up a deal. She says, "Do me a perception roll." I think it's a perception. Yes.
Intuition also maybe.
Intuition, actually. Intuition is actually right.
Okay.
Well, all of us, or just
If you guys want to know,
Cool.
I rolled an 85 with a target of 39, which is an impressive failure.
Oh, I rolled a 7, and then he did 42, which is
Galasil, whatever she's telling you, you are eating it. You know, like.
I don't care. She's buying me alcohol.
I rolled a 15 with a target of 34, so I had a marginal success.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
You kind of like both you, Wilhelm and Ivan. You kind of like get a sense that she's not really telling the truth. She does.
I'll look at Gazelle first.
Like a trade.
So Ivan looks at Gazelle first, and then realizes he hasn't caught on, and then looks at Wilhelm, and then raises his eyebrows.
So, if you deal with chickens, where are your chickens?
You know, not here. I was just making an offer to.
Also,
Yeah, you don't take the chickens along with for the trade deals. That's a lot of extra work.
Yes, exactly.
What?
I kind of like points to
Yeah.
Galaxy, like you know, like, yes.
You're heavily armored for a chicken salesman, if I do say so.
Dangerous chicken.
Maybe
Well-
it's like, is it like a metaphor for the shell of the egg?
They can pick your eyes up. Oh yeah, but then you're.
I really feel like you should paint your armor white then. I mean, it would match your hair. It would look like an eggshell. You would sell. I mean,
But
because right now your mascot thing is just, it's not working as well as it could.
What's a mascot?
what's a mascot?
It's a thing that represents something else. Didn't you ever grow up with like the crazy drunk that hangs outside of the tavern?
Yes, but that's not a mascot. That's a crazy drunk.
Yeah, it's a mascot. Everyone loves him. Cheers for him. He comes out, we play sports and everything, and he just acts a
Sports?
fool. What, you never played ball with foot? Never kicked the football around?
I've picked I've kicked around a pig's bladder before, if that's what you mean.
I have no idea. Why would you do that?
Both you, Lutov and Wilhelm arrive to the conversation, to the party. Let's see. If you can move your... Oops. 1 second.
Where are we
Yeah.
all sitting then? That's a good point. Where are we sitting
There's
in
no-
this inn?
Is there a table here maybe that we don't see? The
Yeah.
other tables are pretty full.
We can make place. We can make place. No problem. No problem. And he kind of like goes and you see like these two raggedy people sitting on the table, and by the looks of it, directly you can see that they're, you know, really poor and probably just using the last brass coins on drink. And he's like, shh, shh, shh. Wait, I got better guess. Move to another table.
I've got better guess.
And he's like, right here, please.
They're
Here.
paying, you fucking shitbag.
Get out of here, you scum.
Yes, kind of like that. He kind of like, yes, please sit down, And how are we gonna fix with the accommodations for tonight? May I ask?
So I want the 3-bedroom.
And he tells you that he have a room with 3 bedrooms. Nobody's in there. He have another room with 1 bedroom that somebody else can be. but there is another person in that bedroom, and then he tells you that there is another room also with one.
So I'm taking the one with 3 bedroom, and maybe with our friend road warden. What was his name? Siegfried.
Siegfried.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Siegfried myself will taking the 3 bedroom, the 3 bed bedroom.
Yes. Elizabeth kind of like asked for one of the rooms, and she said, "I will be right back. I will go and change." She says, and she go upstairs. She pays the bartender.
Do you need help, lady?
She tells, "No, I'm fine. And she go upstairs.
I would lean over to Luther and go, she says she's a chicken salesman.
Maybe she's selling chicks,
Shit, no.
like human trafficking.
Oh. What?
That's the kind of chicks.
Who is this group of people over on the table next to us? Because I remember you described them last time, but I don't remember
But
what you
they're
said.
important because they're named, you see.
So, you guys can see that they're really well dressed. They have really fancy clothes, and they look horrible, miserable in this place. They are like, like that kind of face, like what the fuck I'm doing here, kind of face.
Is it the kind of face that this place is a shithole? Why am I here?
This place is below me.
Yeah.
Yes, kind of.
Oh, I've been stranded here, and I want to be somewhere else.
They look around and they seem a little bit desperate, almost.
Are they talking among themselves, or just looking around?
They're rather quiet, and they give each other looks. And
So I'm right next to them, and I try to eardrop. Listen to. Yeah.
They are speaking things that really are nothing important. They're talking about when they will arrive to Waldenhof, and it's gonna be great to be in the ball.
Did they react at all when the bartender was over here talking about Otto? Because he was the room accommodations and everything. Did they overhear us? Like, did they react at all to that conversation?
Do me a perception roll.
Okay. Impressive failure, 96 with target 39.
Well,
God
you don't
damn.
have any idea. If
No,
they-
because I was spending too much time drinking.
Yeah, all you can hear is the. Yeah, you know
Yes.
the sound. You know the sound you get from drinking. Yeah, you know the gulpy noise that happens. That's all you could hear.
Wim, before he leaves the table, he's like, do you want something to eat?
Yes, another stew, please. Have you got a stew?
He's like, we have hot pot, we got the chicken stew, and we got rack and pots. And I promise,
Rats.
my wife make great hot pot. The
Yeah, I will
best
go
hot
with
pot in
with
place.
the hot pot.
Okay, one hot pot, and he kind of like put it on the note, and there's something else. And he turns to you, Ivan, and
Yes,
Galassi.
I'll have I'll have the chicken stew and a hot pot, please.
Okay, oh, great stuff. And he kind of like writes it and noted, and
Giselle,
he
what
looks
do you
to.
want?
What's the spicing of the rat stew like?
Rats.
What? Rack.
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 Oh,
I heard rats.
Sorry. If you guys don't really understand what I'm saying, it's okay to ask me, Danny. What do you mean with rack?
Look,
I
no,
just-
we're just
I
gonna,
just thought
we're
you-
just
I
gonna
just
roll.
assumed. I just assumed.
I
That's
just
why
assumed,
they-
I assumed it
that's
was
why
like
they
the
know-
cheap food.
Yeah, I assumed
But
that's
maybe
why
it
they
was
know
like the
it's
local
impossible.
specialty where
So
they just
thought-
kill.
They thought.
Yeah.
They thought this
It's
place was
actually
selling
the
rats.
most expensive one is the rack and pot.
I'll just have the hot pot.
Oh, okay, yes. And you, sir? And he looks to you, Wilhelm.
I'll have the rack pot.
Okay, yeah. I will go and fix it right away. And he kind of lifts the table. Okay.
Where's the rat? Where's the rat? Come here, come here.
The likelihood is there is rat in there, but hey.
Well,
So what's going on in the
that's
table?
made by a
Same
rat.
with the chicken.
I'm gonna sit back while they're talking. I'm just gonna glance around at the room and see if there's anyone like paying any particular attention to us.
Know what you can see.
Okay.
There is do all of you in the table do me a perception roll.
I mean, they've gone so well.
Do we have
No modifiers.
anybody firing? No.
Oh, look, I outdid myself. I got an astounding failure with 100 instead of a 96.
I've got a 50 with a
Oh,
target
no,
of 39.
someone succeeded. Way.
So I did 24 out of 48. So
I got a marginal failure. I got a 43 and I only did a 42. So I'm literally just a bit over it. So -0.
As you guys are looking around and checking around, you do see a person sitting by the corner, all by himself in a table. Let's see. Shift 7. There we go. Very rough looking guy, long hair, long beard. What's the name? Leather kind of clothes.
Yep.
Leather kind of clothes, and he's kind of like
Is it level or fur?
yes, and he's sitting. He's also smoking a pipe, and he's kind of like looking at your table only, like. He's quiet. He's just looking where you guys are.
He's a pipe smoker. I might go over and talk to him about the qualities of blue and red halfling weed.
If you do, I'm so unperceptive that I probably don't even notice you getting up from the table.
Okay. I'm gonna write a stern letter to my master about how don't notice anything except if it's at the bottom of a fucking barrel.
Danny, I passed my
Tankard, Stein.
Okay, stop. Yeah.
So I passed my perception. So what I'm doing actually is looking around, getting a picture of the room and who's there and what they're doing. And for example, there's a guy by himself here.
Yes.
Also, and there's three guys that they don't look very nice over here. So I check everyone.
Yes. The guy sitting here, he seems bored. He's like a really tall guy. I'm talking about 2 meters tall, really heavy build, fancy clothes. And he's kind of like sitting in the corner and also watching everything, like seeing everybody and watching around. The guys in this table, they're kind of like playing cards, and they look a little bit more rough. They have like tattoos, and you can see a white rose in one of the arms of these guys.
A white rose.
A white rose, yeah. And they seem loud and chatty, and they're like ha ha ha, and playing cards. Yes, and these nobles on this table, they really look like awkward and out of place. Yes. Let's see. After a while, you see a man coming inside the room, and he's get close to your table, and he's like, some of you here called Wilhelm?
Yes.
Yes. Your friend in the stables. He's asking for you.
Oh, okay. So I'll make my way to the stables.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the
We
stables
just
too.
left Siegfried in there. We haven't done anything with Siegfried. We just left him in there.
He's dead.
We are.
Well,
I'm also joining. I'm also joining the. I want to check on my prisoner.
Okay, fair enough. After you guys get in, Siegfried, he's like, this guy is driving me crazy, and I'm really tired. I'm hungry, and I wonder if we can change place, kind of. Somebody else can take guard.
Do you want to do it, Ludolf, or do you want?
I can. I mean, the food is coming, so maybe I'll have my food quickly, and then I'll be right back. Is that okay with you?
Okay.
Let me just check the prisoner though. I'm checking again his chains and manacles and everything.
Yes, you go around and you touch around and everything. He's still stuck in there and he's not moving. And he laughs and he's like, "Do I get also some food?"
Yes, you'll get a piece of bread whenever I come back here.
You can have some of my rat stew.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Siegfried, if that okay with you, then I'll have my food quickly and I'll be right back.
Yes, he says. So both you, Wilhelm, and Siegfried, you go guys back, or?
Well, Ludolf and me will go back, and then
As this happening, before you guys get back, Ivan and Galaxy, what are you guys doing?
I'm probably listening to Ivan prattle on about something, and just like drinking my beer and ignoring most of it.
Did you know that it was the elves that brought magic or organised the magic, the colleges of magic in the old world?
Yeah. I mean, sure.
Did you know it was Teclis, who is still alive today, who founded the colleges of magic?
Oh, he's still alive?
He's an elf.
Then I guess he is alive.
He's considered one of the most powerful mages in all the world.
Right. I'll take your word for it.
He is. It's in my books. Gazelle, you should really learn how to read. There's fascinating worlds inside books. Not just at the end of a fucking tankard.
Yeah. I'll be looking forward to using a blanket tonight.
Blanket tonight?
Sleeping, yeah.
Did you hear what I was saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good. Gazelle, your skin's gone orange.
Okay, so before we go and take a break, Wilhelm, long time ago, Siegfried did a favor for you. What was it and how you felt about it after that? Wilhelm, are you with us?
Yeah. I'm thinking.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Trying to remember.
Fair enough.
Like he helped me write a note for the girl that I was interested in, and
She couldn't read.
like
He reads and writes?
I can. Yeah, I'm a tax collector, of course. I have to read and write.
No, but no. I mean, Siegfried.
No, he helped me. He helped me.
Yep, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't say he wrote it. He helped me write it.
But the disappointing thing was that the girl that you liked couldn't actually read, so you gave her a paper and she couldn't read.
No, she was also actually betrothed to
Packed
somebody
some
else.
fish and chips in it.
So I feel like as he's more of a mentor, that like if I need like love advice, I could go to him.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. Ivan, tell me more about your life in the college.
Well, I haven't actually joined the college yet because I'm not a full-on mage or wizard. So I haven't
yes.
actually. I'm still an apprentice, so I'm under an.
So even as apprentice, most of the beginning of your magic life will be in the College of Magic.
Is it? I always thought it was. I mean, I may be using first edition, but
You were taken as a kid.
yeah, you get brought under a master, and you learn under him for a bit, which is what. So yeah, I learn under him for a bit, and then when you eventually get to a certain point, then you go to the College of Magic and actually properly study. But if that is the case, then yes.
Yeah.
What was your question? Because I completely.
Tell me more about your life in the college.
Oh well, at the age of 8, I was already like smoking halving pipe weed.
That explains so much. Developing brain, the effect of halfling pipe weed on a developing brain, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't smoke, guys.
I'm gonna take this.
Okay, tell me more.
I also wrote some letters to some women that I liked. None of them could read, so they just ended up with piles of paper that they just used to like start fires, as in like the fires in the house. Like start the hearth, you know. So
you're not enamored with pyromaniacs then?
Well, I am a fucking bright wizard, so yes, I do like a good blaze. We used to collect money for an effigy to burn on a bonfire once a year around the end of the year, like in winter time. That was always fun with my friends from college. We had I have no names that I can just suddenly pull from my head. And yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah, I didn't really learn much. There was a lot of eating involved as well. The wizards do like their foods.
Okay, so let's see, Galacil. You have talked about your cousin before, but you do have more than you have more dwarf kin in your family, even if you were born on the Empire. Can you tell me a little bit more about your family?
Well, my great grandfather moved out from dwarven lands and brought our family to the Empire.
Okay.
And we kind of just, my dad had 5 or 6 different brothers and sisters, and they kind of just spread out across the Empire. So I've got like little nests of cousins everywhere. All of them pretty much like most of them in with their names with Zil. In the case of the female dwarves, we have Zilla. So out there, I definitely do have a cousin named Galazilla.
Okay, perfect.
And you have a Godzilla?
Maybe.
Perfect. Let's see. Lutov, you are of noble blood.
Yeah, but
Can you
that's
tell me more about that?
it's a secret, a well-kept secret.
Okay.
So I don't talk about it. I don't like talking about it. I don't feel
This is more like meta information.
exactly.
So will use it. So tell me about your noble blood.
So the thing is, I feel like nobles should not have the privilege they have. I don't come from a big noble family. It's a small country noble family, and I don't like the privilege idea, and that's why I don't like going to Brittany or any of those places where it's even more feudal and where the nobles have even more power than the empire. I believe, I mean, we should be more, I mean, working together, and that's why I decided to live a life of bounty hunter, is to get away from that, and that's why I hide, and that's why Carlos is not my real last name. It's the last name I use for work, you know.
Perfect. So we're gonna take a break, and after the break we continue. Right?
Okay, yeah, we're going to take a break. We're going to go to intermission. So everyone on YouTube will just be back in a second. And hello everyone, and we're back with our Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay game. Right, where were we? What were we doing? I've forgotten already. It's only been 10 minutes.
Yes. So after a while, Wim comes back to the table, and he brings the food and he put it on the table, and the taste is really. Who ordered the hot pot, by the way?
Galazil did.
I ordered the hot pot and the chicken stew. I'm going to hand the chicken stew to Wilhelm and say, could you take that out to Siegfried in the stables for me, please? And
I'm not your servant.
I'll give him not you, the barman Wilhelm. There's two people called Wilhelm.
His name is Wim.
His last name is Wilhelm.
All right, Wim. Yeah, I'll give Wim the bowl. I'll give him a coin and go, could you take that out to Siegfried in the barn, please, in the stables?
Oh, yes, of course. Gerard, and he kind of like asked, and it comes the guy who opened the door for you guys.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. And Wim is like, can you take this please to the guard in the coach? And he kind of like turns around and he looks at you guys on the table. And he's like, and nothing for you know. The other person, you know.
No, he'll be fed when. Well, he's not. Well. Do you have any bread?
Yes, for sure. I have bread, but I mean, even a person deserves to eat, right? I mean,
bread.
Yeah.
Bread.
And if you have bread from yesterday, that's the one we want to give him.
Oh, so brutal. And he kind of like, yes, I will fix some bread. And
you haven't seen how brutal he is.
It's
with
like,
all the victims.
And Wayne kind of like walks away. Gerard, he takes the plate and he's like a happy dog, you know, and like he's like, and he goes away.
I'll give him some coin as well. I'll give him before he leaves. I'll give him a coin.
Oh, he's like, oh, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And he goes even happy. So as you guys are eating, the food tastes really good. No, actually, describe me the food, Lutov. It's good food.
I don't know what a hot pot is.
Tell me about the taste in Lutov's mouth.
Let me tell you what a hot pot is, Ludov.
Yeah, I would like to know what a hot pot is.
It's a fucking stew, pretty much.
There's a lot of veggies, maybe some piece of bone with some meat attached to it.
Yeah.
Greasy, but not too greasy.
Mate. I think a hot pot is pretty much the same as a stew. It's just may have something.
So it's like a mixture between a soup and.
It's like hot soup, and then you cook the food in the same time.
Okay, all together.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, so there's this. You see a lot of veggies floating. So veggies are very cheap, and then a few bones with a little grease and meat around it. like ossobuco that you would normally give to your dog. Well, that's the one that's in the hot pot, and it's okay. I think Sibyl is pretty decent cook if she's the one cooking, or if they have another cook, maybe whoever is cooking. Good job. It's warm and it's doing the job it has to do.
Perfect. As you guys are eating and enjoying the food, you see one of these noble women. She kind of like pass by, looks at you, Wilhelm, gives you like a really intense look, and drops a note. and keeps walking to the toilet or to other place. She lives.
Okay. So I take the note and I like. What's
And
it say?
when you
Oh.
open the note, it says, can you read? Yes, you can read. Help us. We four are being threatened by the heavy, mean-looking man.
By the highwayman looking man?
Highwayman?
No, heavy, mean-looking guy.
Hairy.
Look-
Heavy, mean-looking
Or
guy.
heavy.
Okay.
Hairy or
This-
heavy?
This one.
I was thinking this guy.
Yeah, she didn't say, so it could be either this one or this one.
Or it could be like these guys over here. Fuck the whole bar!
Kill them all!
Kill them all! Murder
Let's burn
them
it
all!
down.
Siegfried comes back in to get some food. Or no, the guy that went to give Siegfried food comes back and like everyone's dead.
Everyone. I'll scoot over to Gallisil. Hey, can you read?
Nope. Take another drink.
Wait, no, really? You can't
Whoa.
read?
Who needs reading?
Ivan, Ivan.
Yes?
Can you read?
Does a fish swim in water?
I don't know. I've heard of some fish that climb out of water.
Fish can climb out of water?
If Ivan can read,
I slip Ivan the note.
I'll open it and have a look. Get this note from.
At the table behind us.
I'll turn around.
Actually, in front of you. In front of you.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
Barbie.
well, behind him in front of me.
I'll turn around. And then I'll what does it say? Is it the heavy or the hairy looking? Heavy or hairy?
heavy.
Is it the heavy looking? What? What does it say?
Heavy, mean-looking guy. It's in the
chat. It's in
chat.
the
Heavy, mean looking guy. Gazelle, can you stop bothering the nobles behind us, please? Thank you.
I just give him a look like,
There you go. That's bothering them clearly.
and just go back to like enjoying my hot pot and being annoyed with Ivan even more.
So perfect.
So Willem, are you sharing the information or?
Yeah, I gave the note to Ivan.
Oh,
No.
What, do you want me to
Vocally.
fucking read it out? Is that what?
Give the note to an idiot, and what do you expect?
I agree. What?
Give the note to him.
I don't want a note. I want vocals.
I want to say, according to this, the nobles behind us are with a heavy-looking man. Unless they mean gazelle, but he's not a man; he's a dwarf.
That is true. But,
I'll ask them. I want to turn around. I want to turn around.
No.
Excuse me.
Wait. Okay, let's see, Bohemia, what you want to do before he do this?
Well, I was waiting, but we lost Willem. But I wanted him to tell me because I can't read. So someone to tell me
I
what's
just said
happening.
it. No, I said it out. I just read it out. I just said.
you did read it
I
aloud.
did read it aloud, but not massively aloud. Just enough so that
Okay.
us can hear it.
So there's someone threatening the four nobles behind us.
Yes, but we don't know who. That's who I want to, I want to ask them who they exactly mean, because it's very
Yeah. So you
vague.
wouldn't ask publicly, for their safety and for we can investigate, and if they're nobles, maybe they can pay. protection is
You're very,
something we can
you're very
offer.
money orientated, aren't you, Luthor?
I probably look up when I hear the word money. Like it's one of those like those words that
I guess I'm not the only one.
Well, Gazelle is.
yeah.
got a
I mean,
little job.
if there's money in it, then what
Oh,
are we
yes.
doing again?
Moth like to a flame, yes? Hey, Gazelle.
Huh?
Exactly.
What?
He said you're gonna burn you or something.
So I'm going to turn around.
Yes.
I'm going to get up.
Yes.
I'm going to start walking down that corridor where that noblewoman went.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, she's down. Hang on.
Yeah. She's down here. She's down
I'm
here.
going to
Yeah.
wander down. I'm going to wander down. I've left it a little bit. I'm going to wander down there.
I have
Okay.
a terrible feeling about this.
I'm
No,
gonna
yes.
watch if
Yes.
anyone else follows them.
He has robes. He can go to the women's bathroom. It's okay.
You see. Let's see. Do me guys a perception.
Oh no. What have we done? Perception.
whoops.
Anybody fires?
No modifiers.
Marginal failure.
And I got a success. 25 out of 48.
I had a 24 out of 34, so marginal
And
success.
54 out of 39.
So as Ivan is going down the hall, you see the man in the corner. This man in the corner, kind of like stand up and kind of like
One in the
give
red.
what Ivan is doing.
Excellent. Well done, Ivan.
All right, well, now we know who it is.
Ah,
So I'm
on
going to
the
walk
way
down the corridor.
on the way back, you see the lady, Ivan.
I'll close the door behind me. What?
She kind of like freak out, you know, like she gets like super scared. She goes back and she's like almost freezing when you talk to her.
What gentleman do you mean?
You see the reaction on her face, like panic, you know, like seeing you after you close the door behind you, you know, like there is so much panic. And as this is happening, you see this man in the corner kind of like get up and starts walking down to the hall. Yeah.
Perfect. If he passes our table, I'll be a few steps behind him.
Okay. He's walking and the woman, she's like, please, I don't have no money. I please.
I'll hand her the note.
Let me go,
I'll
let me
hand
go.
her the note.
I cannot speak about it. Please, let me go. You know, she kind of like freaks out as you know, like trying to talk to her.
Whatever. I'll let her go. Whatever. Who cares?
oh, I could buy so much with more money, and I could drink.
Klaus arrived exactly when you like kind of like let her go. She kind of like passed by and he turns around to you, Ivan. He's like, what's going on here? He says.
None of your fucking business. And I'll keep walking. And I'll just brush past him.
Actually, I push him on the
No,
corridor.
let me brush. Don't push. I'll just brush past him.
No, I push Klaus in the corridor.
Push Ivan in the corridor too. It's fine.
Do me a strength roll.
Oh no. So what is that? Just pure strength?
Yes.
Anybody fire? Because I'm behind
No
him.
modifiers.
And I actually succeeded. 10 out of 33.
Ivan, do me a strength roll.
No, but I let Ivan pass, and as they cross, I push the other guy behind. You know?
Okay. In here, as Ivan passed,
I'm
but I think the door is kind of like small, so it's like maybe like 1.5, 2 people can
Okay,
pass
cool. Well, I rolled a 27, only did a 24, so I got a marginal failure.
through. He kind of like hits you, Ivan, as he's getting pushed. And this guy is like 2 meters, a ball of mud. You know, it's like heavy.
Oh, Claytor, that's
And he's
6
like,
foot.
he
by the
goes
way,
like,
just,
"Ugh!"
just
you know.
for people who don't use metric.
What?
2 meters. He's 6 foot.
Oh,
No,
I'm
7
not-
foot. Almost 7 foot.
look, it's fine. Look,
It's
fine.
almost 7.
I can understand meters and feet. Like
I
can,
don't, clearly.
So Ivan, you kind of like get a little bit pushed backwards, not that much. And he's like, "What's the problem here?" He kind of like goes into get his hand into the sword.
I'll get mine too.
Really? Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
You put out your sword.
If there is space for a sword, the sword or a dagger, whatever.
He
Spicy?
puts out. It's more like a really fancy sword.
No. But I mean, if there is space in the corridor for a sword, I take out my sword. If
Yes.
I can't fight with the sword, I'll use the dagger. But whatever.
Oh
comes out.
no, Galasso, before you move over there, I can hear like I see Ludolf push him, and I just kind of like get up and kind of wait and just shut the door behind them. Just and go back and sit down.
I stand over next to the door. And yeah, like maybe I just kind of stand there waiting because Ivan's in there and I'm his bodyguard, right?
Oh yeah, shit.
So I keep my ears open and maybe like make eye contact with this guy over here, Rolf or whatever his name is. I mean, I don't know his name.
You both have
Just kind of like, yeah, like I kind of like give him like a nod and then just go back to looking around the tavern, thinking about all the things that I'm gonna do with any gold that I get.
He kind of like gives you a nod too. Like,
But what's going on in this corridor now?
So he takes out his sword.
I'm fucking unarmed here, you silly
Me
man.
too.
He takes out his sword and he's like, "You insolent! What's this? What's this insolence? What's your problem?" You know, and kind of like
To who? Me?
to Ludolf.
Yutov, yeah. So I put my sword to his face and say, "What's going on here?"
He turns to you and he's like, "You just pushed me. What's your problem?" You know, he kind of like.
Yeah. So I want to know what's happening with the nobles here.
What do you mean with the nobles here?
Yeah. Well, this lady comes up, goes to the ladies. My friend goes, and then suddenly you're up and following them there. So what's happening?
They're probably joking. He says.
Who is probably joking?
Monica or Vera, they probably just joking around. He says.
What's your relation to them?
What would I tell a peasant like you that?
A
He
what?
says.
Peasant.
He calls you a peasant.
A peasant.
A
That's calling me a
peasant.
Yeah. I see. Well, tell me what's your business with them?
I'm escorting them. I mean,
Where from and to where?
Hey, wait a moment, man. You are asking me too many questions. Who are you? He says.
I represent the law here.
Well, can I see a badge? He
No,
says.
you can't. Because I'm
Well,
pretty sure your ugly face can't read and write.
Damn.
As you said that, you
Shots
see his
fired.
I'm gonna let my hand catch on fire and go. Burn!
puts red, you know, all his face go red, you know, like of anger, you know. And roll me initiative, actually.
Oh no. Okay, initiative. Where is initiative? Oh, okay. There's a button
yeah.
for initiative. Okay.
Just Lutolf or all of us?
Just Lutolf. As this is happening, what's going on out there? The door is closed. Galazil and Wilhelm, what you guys doing?
I'm keeping my ears open for any loud noises. So far, I hear raised voices.
Yes.
In the other room, so I'm just not gonna let anyone else go through the door either right away.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of acting as a guard, essentially.
Yeah, you're a dark guard door. You're guarding the door.
I'm a guard door?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not a bodyguard, a guard door.
What's your ID, man? What is your ID?
Swimmingly.
I'm a guard body.
Yep. Well, no,
Guard body
you're
door
not guarding
guy.
anybody. You're guarding the door right now.
Wilhelm, what are you doing?
I'm watching the table across from me. Seeing
Yes.
if they get up and leave since Klaus is gone.
You see the girls kind of like relax a little bit more, and they're kind of like flirting with the other two guys that are sitting on the table.
Okay, so this means they're not brother and sister like I originally thought.
That doesn't necessarily mean that.
Yeah.
They are nobles.
How dare you? How dare you?
You're right. I'm just gonna keep watching. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Problem.
I wonder if they've paid their taxes.
You could always ask them.
Ivan, what are you doing?
I'm just stepping. I've put my hands up and going, "What is this madness? Why are you attacking? Why are you attacking the other chat? Well, do I know your character's name, Bohemians?
I think we were not actually introduced because I was on the roof.
Why are you attacking the other gentleman? Assault! Assault!
Are you screaming this?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Luto. Yeah, Galazil?
I heard him yell, assault, assault.
Yes.
I guess I come bursting through the door.
Oh, okay.
There's not a lot of room there at all.
You open the door, and the first
Yeah.
thing you see, of course, is Lutov. You know, it's like
Yeah.
he's just giving you the back, and you see this really big man with the face really red, like boiling red, on anger.
Does there happen to be a problem here?
Lutov, your
We're
turn.
just chatting. We're just chatting.
Lutov, your turn. What
Yeah.
you gonna do?
That's
You
what I'm
see
telling
this
him.
man- You see this man like, you know, he's boiling in anger right now.
Yeah. So I'm not attacking. But if I am going first, maybe I'll put myself in a defensive position.
You put yourself in like you take like a stance.
Yeah, a defense stance, and I'm not attacking. I won't be the first one attacking.
Do me, Ivan, do me a strength roll.
Strength?
Yes.
Alright.
Gonna try and just push past Ivan.
That's a 76 when I needed a 24. So it's an impressive failure.
This guy, you know, as he's trying to take, you know, space, he kind of like push you back, you know, and you just go flying.
I fall on my arse. Ow!
Go flying at least 3 meters. I don't know. And Klaus, he goes back and he brings a rapier.
That's a sissy sword.
And he's like, now you're gonna pay, he says. Let's see, Ivan.
You should throw initiative
Ivan,
also.
do you
Ivan?
want me to roll initiative?
Yeah, for sure.
38. Well, I guess I'll stand up and go. How dare you push me, you scoundrel, you scallywag!
Yes, and Lutov.
Also,
Dallas, you can also roll for initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
so how does it work? Do I gain?
I will give you a plus 20 to your defense rolls.
Okay, so I'll keep on defending. I'm not moving,
Okay.
but I'm making funny faces for the big guy, making even angrier. I love your sissy sword.
Okay. Garasil, you just saw this huge man pushing Ivan, like a couple of meters.
So he's facing the other direction, like he's facing toward Ivan with the rapier out.
No, he's facing
no,
me with the rapier.
He's facing you with the
I
rapier.
mean, he did that. He
Oh yeah, like he pulled his rapier out of like the thing on his belt, and he just like wails you
Covered,
like with your elbow, and you go flying.
No, I think so he pulls the rapier out. Right, so he pulls his rapier out, and he does that and pushes me back.
Oh okay. Oh, so he's doing Jedi moves. Is what this is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone
I'm a
is doing the
fucking
Jar Jar moves.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of room there. Can I give him a stare down with a sort of intimidate to try and get him to recognize that this is maybe not the best place to be picking a fight?
That's
I will
a
give
stare,
you
that will be a stare up actually, because he's like 2 meters and you're like 1 meter 50 or 40.
I will give you intimidate roll, but minus 20.
Okay.
You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, that's not that terrible. A 40 with a 24. I've rolled far more terrible than that today.
And you would have passed without the minus 20.
Yeah.
He seems not to really care. He seems too angry to focus on Lutov.
I got his attention.
Let's see. And Wilhelm, roll me initiatives too, please. Just so we can keep the order. So.
Okay. Where is the initial awareness? Okay.
Perfect. Wait. Klaus, he pulled out his sword and he said, "Now you're gonna pay." And he kind of like, tries to attack you. So, Lutov, defense.
So, I roll. What is that? Is that? Where is that? Weapons. So, defense. Should I click on him? What should I do there?
Yes.
Should I press it? What's the D there?
D is for damage, so you have to be
Oh.
the shield.
Yeah. So shield him, and I have how much bonus?
Plus 20.
Plus 20. Let's go for it. So 29 for a 70. I have a 4 level of success.
Yes. You deflect him, and you also gain an advantage.
Oh, nice. I love the advantage.
Lutov.
Oh, it's me again.
Yeah.
So I'll continue bothering him. What was that, big guy? You can't fight? You sure you're protecting them? So I keep on with my defense sense, and I won't attack. I just insult him. Can I provoke him? Is there something like provoking or?
Well, that's a good question. No, not really, but intimidate. We could use intimidate in this case. Bully.
Okay.
Yeah, intimidate.
Intimidate.
Yeah.
Tell me how you do it. Tell me, you know, show me. I give you a +10 if you show me what you're telling him and the
So
way
I'm, I just dodge easily his little CC girl weapon that he's trying to use to fight a real fight. I tell him, that's all you got, big guy. And you're protecting the nobles. Come on.
Okay, go ahead. I give you a +10 for that.
Okay, so basic skill, intimidate, and +10. And it's a fader.
It's an impressive failure.
fader. 94 out of 43.
You just
okay.
made him more angry.
Okay, it worked then. So I'm keeping the defense sense.
Okay. Yes. Wilhelm.
We lost you, William.
Clay, I think you've got
Sorry, Charles. Charles came in. My bad. I got turtle wax. So I'm going to start
Turtle wax?
Yeah.
You're gonna wax some turtles.
Yeah, see, turtle wax.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull out and start waxing the floor. Now, I'm going to watch the nobles and see if they're doing anything. And then I'm also going to check behind me to see if Galasil's through the door yet. And if he's through the door, unless they want to sponsor us. I mean, it could be for James's head.
From
What?
my head?
Turtle wax.
Oh, true.
It's,
Do a bit of a buff, yes, I agree.
there's a little bit of a buff. It's fine.
Okay. Let's stop talking about waxing James's head. 'Cause That's
Why do you gotta turn it lewd there, Potato?
I did not. Your mind did.
No,
All I'm saying is Galzil's not gone through the door yet because there's not a lot of room there. And
No,
He's a big guy.
yeah. Like basically, I'm watching them and then checking if Galasil's gone through the door, so I can just shut the door again.
Okay.
I'm like, the two big guys have got this, and Ivan could probably handle himself.
Galasil.
Since there's not really any room there for me until it looks like Ludolf is in bad condition, I'm not going to try and jam myself into that corridor. I want to mostly see if anyone around us has noticed what's going on. Like if the guy particularly like the people that are closer.
You see both, he's just looking at everything happening and just drinking and, you know, like...
Trying not to look like he's maybe paying a little bit of attention, but...
No, he's paying attention, all right.
Yeah, okay. But he's looking like he's not, like he's looking over there, but it's very clear. Okay.
It's like he's just seeing a show, you know, he's like seeing a spectacle, you know.
Yeah.
I guess. Yes.
So yeah, I'm staying kind of as a guard for the door until Ludolf needs me.
He is a door guard.
Ivan.
I don't like this guy at all, but I don't want to kill him. So I'm gonna walk up behind. I'm gonna stand up, brush myself down, rub my bum a bit because it's a bit sore now. I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and I'm gonna cast Dazzle.
Okay, I will give you a +40. I will say it's easy for you.
Yeah, he's focused on me.
Hasn't that happened every time you cast a spell up until this point, James?
What did I get?
You got a target 1, so you got a perfect score.
Yeah.
But that also means that you get a minor miscast.
Sure,
so
I'll get a minus miscast.
Okay.
One blinded condition. I know the guy. Is that the description there is for your target?
Rapture, your nose, eyes, and ears bleed profusely when 2 bleeding conditions. So yeah, so
Okay.
my ears blood starts pouring from dripping from my ears and my eye, like my tear ducts, and streaming from my nose. Well, it looks like he beat me up.
You see Klaus, this is what Ludov, what you see. You see this huge man about to attack you, and he just, like, kind of like faints down,
Oh, no, he goes, target gains 1 blind condition and gains 1 blinded condition. Start of each round for the duration of the spell.
Let's see, blinded.
Duration for 4 rounds. He's blind for 4 rounds.
But what's blinded condition? 1 blinded condition? Is it? Oh, so he has a -10 and I have a +10.
Yes.
What does bleeding do?
We're gonna go through that right now.
Gain 2 bleeding.
2 bleeding.
conditions.
Lucky we have a doctor upstairs.
During the round, take 1 wound. If at 0 wounds instead of 10%, if at 0 wounds instead 10% per bleeding to die from blood loss. Remove when heal action +1 additional bleeding per spell. Spell that recovers wounds. If I will remove gain fatigue. So I've got 2 levels of that.
You could use your what's it called to remove? What's it called? The resolve?
Oh, resilience.
Resilient?
Yeah, you can use 1 level of resilience to remove everything.
Is it resolve or
yeah.
resilience that I want to be using?
No, resolve is like fate, and
Yeah.
resilience is like fortune.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a resolve then. Can I do that, Danny?
Yes, but you will remove 1
Okay, that's fine.
bleed.
Alright,
Yes.
I'm bleeding.
But not profusely, just
No, well, I am.
lightly bleeding.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Take 1 hit point.
At the end, no?
At the end of his turn, yeah.
Yes. And
Remove 1
Cloud.
blinded. Oh no.
yes,
Uh,
Klaus is like, what's happening? Boys, and like kind of like feels dizzy and like gets
I'm
scared.
going to do that. I'm going to put a hand under my nose to try and stop blood from bleeding from my nose. And then I realise that I'm bleeding from my eyes. I'm trying to wipe the blood from my eyes. It's just smearing blood. And then I realise my ears are bleeding.
Who? Ludov.
So I want to use the pommel of my sword to knock him using the what is it? So I'm trying to look for it, but I can't find it. Strike mighty, no, strike to stun.
Yep. Okay.
So use it as a use the pommel of the sword to knock him out.
Yes.
But I can't find the strike to stun here. Oh, it's a talent. Okay.
Yeah. Do me just do me an attack on him, and you get remember now he's blinded, so
So I have plus 10.
I will give you.
Plus-
It will be easy. I will give you a plus 50 if you want.
Okay. And I rolled 82 out of 100. Okay, I got. Luckily, I got the plus 50. He's a big guy, it's hard to get up there.
Yeah.
So how does it work? The strike to stun.
No, it's a talent, so you will not be able to do it right now. But I will do it like
Okay.
Yep. So you kind of like hit him with the pommel of the sword, and he also starts to bleed. Like you break his nose also. And he starts to bleed. And you go, oh, what's going on? He's like on pain and red, and like he's so confused right now. You can see the panic in his eye because he's like blinded and his nose is bleeding, and he don't understand what's happening right now. Well,
You're muted, Clay. You keep doing that. You're like me.
Hey, did I unmute myself without my glasses on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey! I don't know where my mouse is now. Oh, wait. There it is. Track it. There. What are the nobles doing?
you can start to see that they are like talking, and they're looking into the door, like trying to understand what's happening. And one of the nobles, this one, closest to you, he kind of like stand up and like starts to walk in that direction.
I go and I stop him. Be like it. Let him settle it out. There's some minor disagreements.
He looks baffled.
As he should.
He's baffled. He's like, what? You know?
Look, don't worry. There's some minor disagreements. Our friend Ivan upset him profusely.
I haven't upset anyone. Thank you very much.
You're not there.
They're not there. So I mean, they're just settling it out like big boys. Fine.
Actually, William never saw what happened, but that's fine.
He kind of like turns around to the table, and he's like, like shrugs to the rest of the table, like don't really understand.
Like it's okay. Don't worry. It's fine. Have a seat.
Chill.
Galazil.
It'll be over in a minute.
So I probably hear Klaus kind of maybe yelling or like about him being blinded. So I start kind of like I start whistling to kind of cover the noise best I can without being too obvious that I'm covering the noise.
Okay. Perfect.
And I make eye contact probably with a few people and nod hello and
Perfect. Ivan.
Well, I'm going to try and stop the bleeding, I think. I'm going to try and stop myself from bleeding. Not sure how I'm going to do that. Do I even have heal?
No, you don't.
No.
Got a doctor upstairs.
So I'm just gonna step back. I'm gonna step away from the guy and just try and stop the rip. I'll hold my nose up like that. I'm gonna try and pinch my nose. Oh shit, my headset just fell off. And yeah, I'm gonna go. I need to see a doctor, Luther. He punched me really hard. Did you see that? When he flung me across the floor, he hit me really hard.
Oh, funny. Great stuff. Okay. So yeah, great stuff. And Klaus is also like bleeding. He's like, oh, stop.
But he's not knocked down? He's not out?
No. This is like a really big guy. Like, you hit him hard, but he's not.
I thought the strike to stun was to knock down someone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I didn't.
Okay.
You didn't knock him, really.
Damn.
You want to try again?
I just want him, unconscious.
Okay.
I don't want to.
This is getting cartoon. This is like when you try to knock someone unconscious but punching them in the head and they just won't. You just keep punching them in the head.
No. So what I'm gonna do is, hit him behind the legs, with my foot, so he comes down, and then I, knock him on the head to knock him down.
Okay.
Like, kick him.
What you...
No, I can see that. No, I can see you on that tiny camera.
So, kick him on behind the.
Sweep his legs. You're gonna sweep his legs out, yeah?
Sweep the leg.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when he falls, you're gonna pummel him.
Yeah. Just knock him. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Do me one more attack.
Okay.
Plus 60.
Not working? Oh, wait,
No,
I didn't press myself. Okay.
Yeah, always remember to make sure your token's selected.
Yeah. There we go. So 57 out of 110. So it's a 5.3
Yes.
level success.
Okay, describe me the scene.
So that's what I do. I
Yeah,
No,
but
it's not
how he falls. Tell me how he falls.
okay. So I hit him behind the knees. He falls on his knees, and I just hit him on the back of the head with the pommel of the sword, and he just falls like a tree.
And he falls in the floor, and he's like, immediately you hear like.
Excellent. So I put back my sword, and I don't know. We can go and talk to the nobles maybe. And that's when I see Ivan bleeding. So like, what happened to you?
He hit me! Did you not see him push me? He hit me at the same time.
Oh no!
I'm going to run upstairs to the doctor.
Yeah, I'll go talk to the nobles and see
All right,
and tell
sure.
them what's happening.
Sure.
Actually, I think it's a big prank, but some
Okay.
action is always welcome.
Okay.
Did you just leave him in the corridor?
Yeah, we just left him there. We just left him in the corridor. You'll have to
Close,
step over
close the
him.
door. Galasiel, close the door.
Yeah, so I'm going to go
I'm
and see-
not guarding a body forever.
No, just close the door.
You're a bodyguard. At least you're doing something closer
No,
to your
he's the
job.
door guard.
It's not the right body.
You see this as you move in Ludolf out. You see this noble guy with long hair, dark hair, talking with Wilhelm and looks, like very confused. And he turns to you and he's like, "What is Klaus?" He says.
Oh, I think your bodyguard fell in the corridor. You should call a doctor or something.
You knock him off?
No, I think he was walking and he fell. He's just down. You should get a doctor. Is that your bodyguard, the big guy?
No. He's the chaperone for these two girls. We were going to a ball, and he kind of like feels open with you, and he's like, these two girls. That's his big brother. He's just taking care. He's just taking care for them. But you tell me that
he fell. Yeah, he's like, maybe, I don't know what happened. I think he ran into my friend, and because my friend just got blood all over his face, I think they ran into, and the guy is a big guy, and he might have fallen. I don't know what happened exactly. I got there, and I need to take my friends to the doctor upstairs. So you should look for a doctor. You should move yourself, Ivan. Move your token.
What, upstairs? Yeah, how do I move upstairs?
Just wait. Before we go to the next break.
Yeah.
Let me see. Wilhelm, now that your uncle is dead, what do you have for future plans?
Well, my aunt still needs a little bit of support, so I need to help her. But also, I've been handed his job, so I'm going to be a tax collector and make him proud.
Okay.
Make him very proud.
Take care of business.
Exactly.
It's the family business of tax collecting.
Yes.
There's a great amount of honor in the history of your family
For tax collecting.
for tax collecting.
I think
Yes.
they're a mob.
So, Galasiel, what are your retirement plans?
Retirement? Death. Death is my retirement plan. I'm doing this until I'm dead in the ground. And even then, I don't know. I mean, if someone comes looking and pulls me out of the ground and
Wow. So you want a necromancy to use shoes?
I know. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm in this for the long haul. I don't have retirement plans. I mean, I guess if somehow I like lucked into just a pile of money, I mean, maybe I'd buy a nice house and down, but I think I'd blow through it all.
Drinking and partying.
And I'd have to, I'd have to deal with Wilhelm's family.
Okay.
Exactly.
Perfect.
You got to pay those taxes.
Let's see. Ivan, how do you see yourself in the future? How do you see yourself as a great magician? When Ivan is dreaming about his future, how does he see
advisors to the Emperor, man. Yeah, advisors to the Emperor. That's how he sees it. Yeah, he's gonna be like, he's also gonna have a griffin to ride on and go into battle against whatever the enemies of the Empire are, and fire fireballs and stuff with the Emperor Karl Franz. That's what he sees.
Ivan sounds like he knows a lot about the cool parts of the Empire, but not so much about like all the boring, mundane stuff. He just wants to do the cool wizard Empire stuff.
Of course.
He's a teenager.
Well, I'm 20, but yes, sure. I'm a teenager.
Okay. Yes. Lutov, there is a really famous bounty hunter that you admire. Tell me why and what he has done.
Well, so this bounty hunter, he is actually well known, and he gets contracts for the big. The people that are really either the Sigmar Church is looking for, or the people different count electors are looking for, important guys. So I think he is trying to do something, and he's not living a like a noble's life or a rich life, but he's making a lot of money, but he's using it for the good. I mean, to catch all those bad guys that no one is actually caring for. So that's why I admire this guy.
Okay, perfect. So let's take a small break, and then when we come back.
All right.
Yep.
All right, we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go. There.
All right,
Now?
and we're back.
Yes. So before the break, you guys managed to knock this tall guy.
He fell.
He fell, exactly. You see this couple of nobles nervously come close to them, and they kind of like get scared and talk with each other, and they kind of like wave to the barkeeper. He comes, and they kind of like all of them go upstairs.
Well, you got an empty table now.
Do they take unconscious Klaus with them?
After a while, kind of like you see Klaus like comes back, but he's like, he's totally gone. He's like,
Well, back to my beer.
also a couple of more commoners also starts to leave. Like a couple of people starts to actually leave the bar.
Excellent.
A little bit quieter, we will say. Yes. 1 second.
And the children's, are they gone also?
No, the children are still there. You guys finished the food?
Hang on. Whoa, I got up to see the doctor.
Where are you? No, because you were going upstairs, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Ivan goes upstairs. Oh. 1 second.
Oh,
There we
what am I
go.
doing here?
I don't know, you're probably just left on here. So, I don't know where the doctor is. Well, do I know where the doctor is?
Yeah, we tell you, it's in front of the corridor after you
Alright,
climb up
I'll
the
knock
stairs.
on the door then.
He kind of like goes in and he opens and he's like, yes.
What the hell?
And he's like, what the fuck? Yes.
I'm bleeding. Could you help stop the bleeding, please?
He kind of like gets close to you. He's like, oh, and he's like, yes, come in, and he kind of like he puts his hand on your face, and he kind of like starts to pray.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm not
he's
dying, you know. It's just a nosebleed.
He's a
I-
priest of more.
And an ear bleed.
It's like,
And an eyelid and tear duct bleed.
relax. And he's like, oh, Shalia the merciful, please help this man, help this noble man and stop his bleeding. Oh, Shalia, you that loves everyone, and after a while, the bleeding kind of like stop. You feel you still, are all covered in blood here, but the bleeding stops.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I guess Shalia still loved me. Oh, great mother. And he kind of like goes down and he's like, and your friend, your friend, I have managed to stop the bleeding and stop the swallowing in his brain, but I don't think he don't gonna make the night, or I don't think if he will make it tomorrow. I tried my best. I did the best I could. Chalia's blessing, he says.
Charlotte's blessing. Yes. I'll give him some money.
He kind of like looks at the money. Like I'm not in need of this, sir. I'm doing it for.
Oh well, donate it to your church. There you go.
Oh, Shalia will be most merciful. You will love this
Couple of
coin.
brass pennies.
And he kind of like take and he's happy. And exactly when you stop the bleeding, what are you doing after this? When this is happening?
Does he heal me at all, or does he?
Yes,
just stop
yes.
the
He
bleeding?
stopped the bleeding. He stopped the bleeding. You are not bleeding anymore.
Am I still injured?
No. And you do get a fatigue bag, I think.
Yeah. And you're all dirty.
All right. I'll thank him, and I'm gonna go head back down to the bar, covered in blood,
Okay.
and try and
Yes.
find try and get a bowl of water or something so I can actually wash the blood off.
You're still at 12 health points.
I'm still on
You
12.
don't-
I said that's what I said. Was I healed?
Okay, no, you don't heal in that way.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, I'm gonna head downstairs then. Head back
Yes.
downstairs.
Uh,
Thank him for his time.
On your way to go downstairs, you
Yeah.
hear Bern. It's you hear him kind of like trying to say something to you.
I'll go back. What is it, Bernard?
Okay,
Bernard.
what are you guys doing in the first floor?
So when I finish my meal, I will go and replace Siegfried. Yeah,
Siegfried, okay?
and I'll tell him to maybe sit down, relax, take a beer, and let me know when there's when there's few people left in the main room, so I can take Odo up.
He kind of like he gives you a thumbs up, and he goes back to the to the bar, and immediately you hear Otto. He turns to you and he's like, "Oh, but well, hello."
Hey, Otto, how was that
I-
bread of yours?
Yes, I imagine that you would send that. It was lovely. It was lovely. It was lovely.
Yes.
You know, I think sometimes you must
That's
be a hell of a good catcher. If a little person like you got me, I mean, it could have been so many more, but you catch me. So interesting. He says.
Whatever you say.
And he kind of like nods, and as he's doing that and talking a little bit, 1 second, just in the corner of the stable, you see again a light. It kind of like appears in your sight, and it's like a little ball, and it kind of like goes and it disappears as it gets close to you. It kind of
Okay,
like,
no, I believe I'm not hallucinating. I ate, I drank, I'm good. I shouldn't be having visions. So I
and,
try to think what I can imagine that to be, you know,
and
based on my experience and what I've heard.
okay, yeah, keep going, please.
So I don't know. I'm trying to remember if anyone has talked about those flying lights or whatever.
You're the only person that's seen them.
I know, that's why I don't like the idea of it.
What the fuck was that?
That
Was
was
that Otto?
that was Otto. As the light passed by, he kind of like laughs maniacally at you.
Oh, can I make the connection between Otto and the light?
Roll me an intelligence roll.
Oh no. Where is that? Attributes. Intelligence. Just pure intelligence, or is there anything intuition
Just intelligence.
any modifier?
No modifiers.
There we go. I got a 60 out of 36. Yeah, so I look at Otto, I look at the light, I say, well, it's a coincidence.
Okay, exactly. Perfect. Galasil and Wilhelm,
Mm-hmm.
what's going on?
I probably finish my beer and then realize that the woman that bought us the alcohol never came back. And I also don't know where Ivan is, but she was supposed to be getting changed somewhere and he wandered off. So I'm going to find Ivan first. I'm going to mention to Wilhelm that keep an eye out for what's her face, because she still isn't back and something weird's going on. And then I'm going to go find Ivan.
Okay, Wilhelm.
Okay. I am now going to realize that has happened. Shit. Where the fuck did she go? Maybe she fell asleep. I'm gonna go around to this side of I'm literally just I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go around this side of the table. Like, watch both doors and like watch to the right of me, watch to the left of me. Like the guy I've watched these people, the people up top enough. I should watch everybody else. I nod to the man in the corner.
He nods back.
He does that. He does that from what I've learned.
He's a nodder.
Wilhelm's just gonna keep watch. I wonder if he got drunk enough, he'd stand above the table and go, "Your taxes need to be paid."
Perfect. So let's see. We are upstairs again. Ivan, you hear Bern kind of like stop.
Stop what?
Oh, he's like, and you see Ernst, he kind of like go close. He's like, he's too weak to speak. Perhaps you can get closer to him, he says.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna bite. He's gonna bite your ear off.
I'll get closer.
Spit some blood on you.
I've already got blood.
Yeah,
and,
but that's not yours.
and he's like, what is my friend? What is
He's
Hugo?
like a boiled egg that's been hit on top of the head.
God damn it, he's still going with that.
What is Hugo? What is Hugo? What happened?
Well,
He
a
says.
tree fell on him.
You gotta like see him, and he's like kind of like, you know, like twitch a little bit, and he's like confused, and he's like, yeah. What about Lucinda and Janet?
Who?
Lucinda and Janet, the horses.
Oh, well, one's food, and the other one's all right.
I said,
This is a cruel guy.
He's like, Ernst kind of comes closer, and he's like, you see Bern kind of like faints again, and he's like, he seems too weak. I will try to pray a little bit more for him.
Yes, you do that.
Galacil, you are on the way when this is happening. There you go.
Okay.
I'll stand up and I'll start heading back down to the bar because I need to get some water, maybe some hot water to like clean this drying blood off my face.
What are you doing, Galacil?
I probably come around the corner as you're coming out the door.
Yeah, and I'm going to walk straight past you and go, oh, fucking useless bloody bodyguard.
Yeah.
Hey, wait up! Got red on you.
And I got rid of me because you weren't doing your fucking job.
Look,
You had
stop
one
for a
job.
second. Stop for a second.
I've got blood on me.
You're not gonna not have blood on you if you don't stop for a second.
I need to get a bowl of water and clean it off.
Bottle of water?
Yeah, and maybe a towel or something to wash your face.
Where are you gonna get a bottle?
Bowl of water. Bowl.
Oh, sorry.
Not
Bowels.
Sorry. I'm sorry. There's like 5 people here, and I only understand one of them, and that's
Look.
me.
Okay, so you guys are heading down.
I'm not. I'm asked before if he's wandering downstairs. I ask him if he's seen the silver-haired woman.
What silver-haired woman?
The one that bought us drinks. Do you remember the one that came in armor and said she was selling chickens and whatever? Remember, she was gonna come right back down after getting changed.
All right. Yes. But I haven't seen her since she said she was going to go get out of her armor. Maybe she's stuck in her armor.
I knew I should have helped her.
Maybe she is. I guess I don't know.
How are you going to find her?
I thought you might have seen her. I don't even remember her name. All I know is she bought me alcohol.
She had white hair.
Okay, I do remember that she had white hair.
And she was saying that she was a chicken salesman.
Just
In armor.
Ivan. If you're gonna get yourself cleaned up, if you insist to have yourself cleaned up, then go get yourself cleaned up. Otherwise, come over here and just shut up and help me find her.
Alright. Alright, well, I'll have to walk around like a fucking mess then, because you didn't do your fucking job.
Great stuff. What's going on with you, Ludov?
I'm just listening to the other, to Otto, and I'm cleaning my weapons, making sure they're all sharp and nice. And I check the chains and the manacles and everything
You're
again.
fucking paranoid.
I am.
Wouldn't you be?
No, I think it's the
This
right
guy-
fella.
This guy is an escapologist, so I need to check,
After a while, Gerard in the stable, he comes close to you and he's like, "Excuse me, sir."
Yep.
I mean, I don't want to be rude or nothing, but the body, the guy without the head there, starts to smell a little bit.
Already. Well, do you have like a priest of Moor in here, or someone that could help it?
No.
No. You have a garden of Moor nearby?
No.
Do you have maybe a big blanket or a couple of blankets you can provide us so we can, pack him up and take him to a sacred place? And
Did you say hack him up?
pack, not hack, pack.
I guess I will ask. I guess I will ask Wim.
Yes, and ask him what he does with people who die out of their injuries, because maybe we could. I don't know.
This is the first time this happened to us.
Yeah, but you're pretty young. Ask the boss. You haven't been long here. I mean, ask him what they do.
Great stuff. And he kind of like goes away.
Thank you very much.
Wilhelm, as you are there, you kind of like the table that is in front of you here, behind you. You see this barmaid who been all the time serving the drink. She kind of like puts a drink on one of the mean-looking guys, the guys with the tattoos, kind of like takes her by the arm and says like, "Oh, don't you want to give daddy a little kiss?"
Oh my god. Turn around and probably not, because look, if that's your daughter, you've got a lot of fucking mental issues.
You're by yourself, remember that.
I don't mind. Look, you're really fucking, you need to stop it.
You say to Dagmar, to the guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, mind your own business, you boy. And he kind of like,
no, you mind your own business, you shitbag.
like you see both of them kind of like immediately kind of like get up, and they kind of like puts out like a dagger and says, "You sure you're talking to me, boy?"
Hey, no, yes, maybe.
No armor. Oh wait, I've got a dagger and a sword. I'll pull out my dagger. Yeah, talking to you.
Great stuff. Wait, one second. In the second floor, as you guys are talking, what are you guys doing now?
So Cattell, how are we going to find it? What we're going to do? Knock on every door, or just open every door? Well, how do you want to find her then? I mean, some of these people might be asleep. I'm saying this really loudly as well. I'm not being that quiet.
Yeah. I'm gonna knock on every door. The most obvious solution. And Galazil starts like going up to doors and just like lightly knocking on them, just to see if he can get. He's not gonna pound on them. He's just like a.
I mean, but is a dwarf's light knock a human pound?
No.
Okay, so you start knocking doors. Which door?
We might as well just start knocking here, looking for her.
You hear like you hear like a rumbling inside, like somebody's inside there. And after a while, somebody opened the door and said, "What the fuck do you want?"
Sorry to bother you. You're not who we're looking for. And I
He
just
kind of like shuts the door, in your face.
Yeah.
And as you are about to turn the corner, you see Elizabeth walking.
Oh, it's not Jennifer. It's Elizabeth.
There you are.
And she looks like, yeah.
I was starting to get concerned. You said you were going to take off your armor. That was a good bit of time ago. Seems mighty suspicious to buy people a bunch of drinks and then, wander off upstairs.
I wanted to refresh myself. I wanted to take a bath, she says.
Oh, we were looking for you. Yeah, we were looking for you.
And she's like, what happened with you?
I got punched in the face.
Someone
He
else
needs a
needs a bath.
Where did you get the clean water from? I need some water. I need to wash my face.
I bought it. It costs 1 shilling.
1 shilling?
Yes.
For some water?
No, for the baths.
What?
Oh, I don't want a bath. I just want to wash my face.
Oh, you can ask.
I'm sure you can go find a puddle outside, Ivan.
Alright, I'm going to go outside then. I'm
with
gonna
the
head
horses.
downstairs.
So, Mr. Dwarf, follow?
Yeah, I follow. Assuming she's heading downstairs, I
Yes.
kind of just engage her in small talk about the weather and other light things.
Horrible weather. Horrible weather.
weather we're having. I mean, that storm
How's business?
blew through.
Busy tonight.
As you guys are going down and Dagmar and Ingo kind of like walks forward to you, Wilhelm. Do me a cool test.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, cool test. Cool is there.
So you can look cool
Alright,
when you're
alright,
being butchered.
Did it. I rolled an 82 with a target of 46.
Wow, that went well.
Yeah.
They won the.
Don't forget you got fortune points, much like second edition.
Yes, by the way, guys, you guys have
Oh yeah.
fortune points. It's good if you spend them because they renew every session.
Okay. So then, can I spend a fortune point?
Yes.
And that's a reroll, right?
Yeah.
Can be. It can be used for a couple of things, I think. I can't remember what.
Yeah,
exactly.
more.
Yeah.
You can do fortune points to reroll a failed test. You can add +1 SL to a test that is already rolled, or you can use it to start the round as the first one.
Okay.
Initiative bonus.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'll spend 1 to reroll. Ha 20.
Well done.
Nice.
Okay, so they're kind of like trying to intimidate you and like try to like show that they're like tough and tell me how you keep your cool.
I just get up, look. And I toss the dagger between my hands. I'm like, you don't have to do this. It's like the simple roll and catch. And it's just like, look, we don't have to do this.
As this happened, you see Elizabeth and the dwarf coming in. Wait a second, James? Where do you went? You went also
So I
downstairs,
walked
right?
straight in. I probably completely ignored what was going on and went straight to the bar and gone, Can I get a bowl of hot water, please?
Oh, of course. And CBL come close to you, and she said, "Yeah, of course. We
The
bring
guy that was
upstairs."
knocked out, he hit me, you see. That's why he was. That's why he fell over. He hit me for no bad reason.
we apologize. These nobles, they are stupid. I mean,
Yeah, they come along, they think they own the place. It's like they've got money.
always. But this is on the house, and she kind of like give you like a towel, and she give you like a bucket with like not warm water, but kind of like, I don't know the name when it's like not warm or cold. What's the name?
Lukewarm.
Tap it.
Yeah,
Lukewarm
tap.
tepid.
Yeah, exactly.
I dunked the towel in then.
In the middle of the dining
She's
place.
like,
Yeah,
we
it's
gotta,
a
we
You're
gotta.
probably getting water all over the bar.
She's like, we got a toilet over there, and she kind of like points you to like not toilet, but like a private kind of
privy.
area.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I don't need the toilet.
She's like, you're sitting on the floor, and
He's
she's like,
gonna remove his robe and he's gonna wash,
This isn't sanitary at all.
Because sanitary, whatever, really
Both
exists
of them.
in this day and age, Kator.
I know.
as Wilhelm, as Dagmar and Ingvar are on the way forward, Elizabeth kind of like goes in, and she's like, whoa, stop a moment. Let's resolve this like real men, she says, drinking contest.
All right. And I stab the knife into the table. Let's do it.
And
I can't wait to watch this.
And immediately you see Elizabeth, and she's like, bartender, bring 2 bottles of your Kislevian vodka, she says.
Yay. By the way, you have Siegfried that should be at the table, maybe, no?
Nah, he's fine.
Siegfried he's eating, he's minding his own business, probably eating, yeah. And he's, by the way, I want all of you to do me endurance test.
Toughness?
Endurance, toughness, yes. And let's see. You get a -10, Ivan.
That includes me?
10?
Yes.
Toughness or endurance?
Endurance, but
Right.
it's a basic skill. But you can roll it also like the stat. So toughness will work also in this case.
Right, I rolled
don't
a
have endurance.
60, and I needed a 20, so I got a -4 success level.
I rolled a 12 with a target of 40 and got 2.8. So
I got a 54 with a target of 51. Boo.
Danny?
So,
Did
yeah,
I
I
roll
failed
also?
miserably.
You didn't roll.
Should I roll?
Yeah.
Oh. I did 82 out of 33. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna use one of my fortune points
Perfect.
and do it again. Where am I? Here I am. Endurance. And marginal success, 28 out of 33. Woo!
Okay, great. So Lutolf, no, not Lutolf. In this case, the only one that failed was Ivan.
Oh,
Ivan, you get another point of fatigue. You
Okay.
start to feel that the night is,
Oh,
it's late.
All right.
It's late.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Have we sorted out, Gazelle? Did we sort out any rooms?
I normally let you do that. I'm just your bodyguard,
Well, you're not that today, are you? Really? So I'll turn
not your
back.
secretary.
I'll turn back and go.
Also, stop yelling at me across the bar.
Can I get a room, please?
All by yourself? No, you and another person. Or we only got 3 rooms available for.
Room for
The
2
rest is
people.
full.
Me and Gazelle. Me and my bodyguard.
We don't have. We have 1 room with 3 beds, but
That's mine.
your friend already asked for it.
Okay, what else have you got then?
I got a room, and there is another person sleeping there, and I got another room with another person sleeping there. So it will be like there is a 2 persons room, but already in one bed is already taken.
In each of the rooms.
Can you
Yeah.
cut us a cheaper rate on that?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you're asking
No,
us
look.
to occupy
Yeah, look,
rooms that.
if I get a room with the other person,
Yeah.
could my bodyguard sleep on the floor?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It will cost 1, and she kind of like tells you like 5 brass for him sleeping in the floor.
Certainly.
Good enough for me.
Okay, so you go upstairs, Ivan.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna head to bed.
Elizabeth kind of like sit down, and you guys get placed on it. Dagmar and Ingo sit down too.
Good night,
And
everyone. I'm going to bed.
Wilhelm, you sit down too, on the table too with them
Yeah.
drinking.
Yeah, because it's a drinking contest, right?
Yeah.
Yep. You're doing
Yeah.
it.
Luto, what's going
I
on?
took my dagger and put it back in my belt pouch because it was on the table.
Yes. Luto, what's going on?
I'm just, walking around the couch, checking, looking at the different, looking at the horses, patting the horses, and walking around and not being too close to Otto, but checking on him.
Okay. Perfect. Immediately, Galaxy, you are watching this?
Oh yeah. Galazil's taking the opportunity for one of the tables being free to just kind of sit on the table and watch their drinking competition.
Still not
Okay.
doing his fucking job.
There is a couple of more people also that have gone or are sleeping. And Elizabeth kind of like pours some drinks in the table, and you got like a bunch of shots in front of you guys. Wilhelm, you are the first to take it. Do me a what's the name?
Consume alcohol.
Roll a
Well
23,
done.
35, marginal success.
You take the shot like a champ. It goes down your road, no problem. Ekman and Ingo, Dagmar and Ekman. Let's see here. Consume alcohol. There we go. Consume alcohol.
Damn.
After like 1, 2, 3 shots, you see Ingo, and he's like trying to hold it in the mouth. He's like,
Which one's got the hat and which one hasn't got the hat?
the one with the hat.
Oh, he takes it out so pukes in his hat, I guess.
As long as he doesn't put it back on afterwards.
He's like I think I'm done. I cannot drink this. And he cannot like get out, and he leaves. Elizabeth Tower also is like drinking. Galacil, do me a perception roll. Plus 40, I will say.
Plus 40? Okay.
Easy. Yeah.
Impressive success. 25
It's-
versus 79.
You do
That's
notice
26 to 79.
you notice that Elizabeth is pouring more alcohol into everybody's else glasses, and she kind of like drinks not that much from her shots.
Mm-hmm.
Wilhelm, you also after a couple of classes get the same feeling, like she's maybe too sober for being drinking that much.
She drinking? Is she pouring from the same bottle?
Yeah, but she kind of like put it. The competition is more like between you and Dagmar. Dagmar is always like, "Oh, look at me, boy. Oh, I'm the toughest. I drink more. Like you gonna go down. You know what I mean?" So he's kind of like in the side kind of thing, but she's on the competition.
Galazil comes over to the table and joins the competition and looks directly at Elizabeth and kind of like eyes her up and down and makes kind of like it's like I think you need some proper competition.
I'm still not doing the job.
It's free alcohol. He can't resist.
Exactly. Not that boy that was here beforehand. You need that proper competition.
All of you, do me another consume alcohol, except you, Galazil. Or actually, Galazil, do me consume alcohol, but it still will be easy. Yeah.
I'm going
40.
to.
You maybe one. Yes.
Do you say plus 40 again?
Yes.
Yes.
1635. Success.
Impressive success.
Perfect. Consume alcohol. Oh, Dagmar, he's still in the game. He's like, and he keeps drinking and you guys finish the first bottle and the seconds open up. And
can I make sure that she takes shots 1 for 1 with me?
she kind of like looks a little bit in panic and kind of like, like takes it, but she's like, oh, like, oh fuck, like more like, yeah. After a while, she's like, I had enough. I mean, I don't want to drink more. I mean, I think the fight is between you two, and she kind of like leaves the table. Galazil?
I follow her. Don't have the strongest stomach for a farm girl, I take it.
She's
in the modern day, this would be called stalking.
She's like, oh no, drinking is not really my strength. She says, I perhaps should go and sleep. I think tonight will sort itself out. She says.
And Galazil kind of looks back at Wilhelm and Dagmar. Yeah, probably will. You're right. I should go check on that idiot anyway.
Okay, perfect. And she go to sleep. Do me, Wilhelm, do me another consume alcohol. This time -10.
Oh dear.
Someone's going down. Oh no, he did it! Oh no, that's Dagmar.
Another fortune point. Got one left.
You don't need to re-roll.
Oh.
With a fortune point, you can take 10 out and have 35 out of 35.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll do that. Take 10 out and make it 35 out of 35.
Okay. You start to, you do feel a little bit tipsy. You start to feel the alcohol a little bit. Okay, show me.
Have you learned your lesson yet?
I was like, no. Let's keep drinking.
All right.
You're stronger than I thought, boy. But
Exactly.
teach you a lesson.
Gonna projectile.
I'm gonna
Wilhelm,
teach you.
at the end, projectile vomits over this guy.
That's gonna be a bath.
In fact, I watched that happened on Friday. Someone was in the queue and someone came in from the smoking area and puked up over a guy.
Oh.
I'm the one that's gonna teach you less.
Do me one more
Okay.
with -10.
Oh, oops! I didn't give it the -10. Oh,
Got 34 out of 35.
we
You
still
can
got
pass.
24.
You pass it.
yeah,
Barely.
barely. I'm like,
Still passed
Ooh.
it.
yeah, it's.
Oh.
Oh,
He's like,
Jesus Christ!
I'm not giving up, boy. Now, do me. Let's see. After, so for each one, do me another -10.
Another -10. Okay.
Yeah. Dagmar, he seems now a little bit beaten and like dizzy.
Oh.
Oh, do I spend the last fortune point? I'll spend the last. I'll spend the last.
You're gonna sleep anyway.
I think it's a waste though, Clayton, because you got to get 25, and that's a very low chance of success. Do you know what I mean? Very low chance.
The other guy did 5.
Yeah, I mean it's
Sure.
it's fine.
You
I
see?
don't want
Oh, James, eat your fucking word.
I'll eat my
I
pie.
got a 6. I got a 25.
Yeah.
I had 25 and I got a 6. Yes.
Perfect. Consume alcohol and
Dagmar.
Oh.
Impressive failure.
Nice.
okay. So Wilhelm, I will give you the opportunity to do an agility roll.
I have a
Run
feeling
for it.
a dodge. I do not dodge. I do not dodge at all.
Oh.
So
This is not gonna be nice.
Oh
you see, Dagmar. He takes another shot. I was like, boy, you're never gonna see me. Never gonna see me.
Oh.
I like the fact you have a sound effect as well. I
I'm
like the
gonna-
fact you've got a sound effect for that.
I'm gonna vomit on him in return.
But that's good. It's gonna clean the room so I can pass with my prisoner.
And then Dagmar just kind of like
I'm happy I went to bed.
puking each other, for a while. It goes back and forward, I imagine, for a while. And like, boy, you won. You won. Hands down, you won. And he
Okay. Oh, you learn your last. I'm gonna go stand out in the fucking rain. I'm gonna like saunter as best as I can outside and just lay down in the mud.
Hit the door
And
frame
just
on the way
wait.
out.
Yeah, just clip the door frame, rotate, and like stumble down the stairs and just clean
You're just like
your
lying in the mud on your back, just like letting the rain hit you in the face. You're like,
it's a little bit of crying. 'Cause
you've gone full messy drunk.
He
Yeah.
actually won. He won the competition. Well, that should
Yes,
be good
he
for
won. He won.
a little star for his ego or something.
yeah.
Ivan, before we go to
Break.
the last break,
Yep.
tell me, when you were a child, you had an accident or like something bad happened to you.
That explains everything.
use?
Yes, so as a child, Ivan was basically almost drowned by his friends.
This explains everything.
So they were going to take a boat out onto the river or the lake or whatever. And as he stepped from the pier, whatever it's called, into the boat, one of his friends thought it would be smart to rock the boat, and they rocked the boat too much, and he fell, hit his head on the little jetty, and then hit his head on the side of the boat, and just disappeared under the water because he was unconscious. And they left it. The kids. So most of the kids didn't know how to swim. And it was only that he was the only reason he didn't die that day was because there was a fisherman who was able to wade into the water and get him out.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. Galasil. It seems that the bad fate cannot like follow your family. It seems that you have in your family you have a curse. What is it? How it manifests? How do you feel about it? What's the curse of your family?
The curse of my family.
He's asking
besides all the other things that all the other vices that my family has.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, there is a story, I guess, of how in the older times, one of my ancestors pissed off some sort of dark thing, and ever since, whenever anyone dies under unusual circumstances, shall we say, we always kind of joke that that the creature from the under has got him. But I mean, it's just jokes, right? Like it's not really true. I mean, it's just my family's weird. And if they find my uncle Jimmy Zill, dead and disemboweled on the front of a goat's horns, that's life.
Okay. Perfect stuff. Let's see. Late Lutov. When you were a kid, you saw one of your parents die. Can you describe me that moment?
Yeah. So it's my mother, actually. She died.
Okay.
So the thing is, because they're noble, but they're not a big noble family. So my dad would go hunting and stuff. And then he would go like for 3 days or 4 days in a row, not just for a day. They would go and camp and everything and then come back. And, my mother, she would be by herself and taking care of the household and everything. And actually, the house was attacked at one point, but I was too young. I don't know what attacked us, but it was some kind of beast that attacked.
Orcs.
And it might be orc, might be beastmen. They're all ugly things. I was that short. Maybe 5 or 6, and I'm the youngest of the brothers. And all my older brothers, they went with my dad, and I was home with my mother. And I just heard it. I was upstairs in our small castle. just a big tower with a wall around, and I was up there and I heard everything, and then that was it. It was over, and I was there with my mother dying, and me trying to do something while I was crying and in despair, and until the servants came and helped, and she didn't survive, you know.
Perfect. Wilhelm,
Mm-hmm.
deep inside you fear something. What is it that you fear most, and how do you react when you are with that fear? How do you become?
I'm terrified of chickens.
Roosters, maybe, you know.
Roosters and chickens in general terrify me and like send me into a panic. And so if I find like if there's a loose chicken, I will do everything in my power to put something or someone in between me and it. So it's not in my field of vision.
Okay. Great stuff. Okay, so let's take the last break, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we're back.
Okay. So time passed by. The nights get steeper. Most of the people have left the bar, and it's just
Has
perhaps
anybody come out to get me?
Well,
I went to go-
Siegfried is supposed to come and pick me up whenever the bar is pretty empty, but I don't see him moving.
okay. One second. Let me get this. They're picking up stuff, and most of the commoners are gone by now. There we go. Siegfried kind of like goes out, and he looks at Wilhelm, and he kind of like shake his head, and like carries you inside. Wilhelm, are you totally knocked out, Wilhelm?
No, I'm not totally knocked out. I'm just fucking. I'm
Wait.
drunk. Yeah.
He kind of like helps you in, and Siegfried later come, and he says to you, Ludolf, I think it's safe now.
Excellent. Let's take him out.
Yep.
Oh
So
God, don't kill me.
I unchain him from the couch,
Yes.
but I keep him with the manacles on his hand and feet.
Yes.
I check them,
Yeah.
and I put whatever on top of his head, something on top of his head. Do I have a cloth or anything?
Yes.
Yeah, so I put a cloth on so we can see his face or his hair or anything,
Yep.
and he can see where he's going.
Yeah.
And I take him and ask for the key to win.
Yes. So let's see. Second floor. I will put all of you up here. Galasil. No, sorry.
Galasil's probably wandering the
Ivan.
wandering the corridors, trying to find out what room I'm in, because I didn't mention what room I'm in.
Ivan, you can be in this room or in this room.
So I didn't say that.
So
Yeah,
this,
me neither.
this room or this room.
No, we don't see the
Can't
ping.
see it. Can't see the
Yeah, we're
ping.
not seeing pings
Pings?
like the circles.
You might be on the wrong layer.
There, that one.
That's mine.
Okay.
Do I see now the ping?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, that's
So
fishy.
not with me.
You're red.
So room 15 and room 17.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to take room 17 because that's where the bloke was that we rudely woke up. Oh, this is going to be awkward.
And this one is mine.
Yes.
The 3-bedroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
1 second. Let me get you up here too. There we go.
You got the floor gazelle or the chair. I guess you could sleep in the chair.
I can offer you a pillow. I offer him a pillow from the middle bed to.
I mean, that's all I want is a pillow. Really.
Galazil. So I offer you a pillow, Galazil.
Thank you. And like he kind of grabs it from, like you toss it probably to him across the way, and then they settle in like kind of in the corner here.
I'm just snoring.
Wilhelm, what about you?
I guess I'll take 15 and just crash on the floor. Just not even make it to the bed. Just pull the pillow off and the blanket.
I'm surprised you didn't wander into someone else's room.
Wait.
Oh, you're with the bear.
Right, that's the last we see of Wilhelm.
Ah!
Yes, you're with the guy who's been nodding all the night, pretty much.
He nods in his sleep as well, yeah.
He opens the door like,
Lutov, describe me how you're gonna set up the thing now in the room.
So he's gonna be in the middle bed,
Okay.
but I'm blocking the door with a chair, whatever.
Okay.
I want to tie him to the bed. There's no pillow in the bed. What a pity. But I put a blanket on him, but I make sure that he's tied up to the bed, so he can sleep, like that, but he can't really move. So I want him not very comfy.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
He keeps you up all night.
You guys are gonna sleep. Siegfried immediately, like pass out and sleep. And,
Yeah, he was tired.
Otto also, closes his eyes and goes to sleep. What about you?
I'll sleep. I'll try to keep my inner eye open or whatever.
Do me an endurance roll.
Okay. Do I have a bonus?
No bonus.
Oh.
And it's a marginal failure.
You catch yourself after a while, like half, like going back and,
Not enough.
yes, almost sleeping. You're really tired by now. Like time is maybe like 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
Yeah. I'm sitting on the bed. I'm not, lying on the bed. I'm just sitting on the bed with the pillow on my back and looking towards the rest of the room.
Okay.
But I put my pillow, and I know I'm gonna fall asleep. I always do that. I'll fall asleep
Okay.
whenever sleep. I won't stop sleep coming.
Yep.
But I will try to keep, at peace, and hopefully I'll wake up if anything happens.
Yes. All of you do me one more. What would that be? That roll that would be. Do me a willpower rolls, all of you.
Woohoo!
Ooh, okay.
Straight on.
Yes.
okay.
I think it's willpower. I don't.
Hey, impressive failure. Got an 88.
Do I have any modifier?
Marginal. Oh no. Marginal failure.
I'm gonna,
36.
I'm going to re-roll that though.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one of my fortune to reroll mine as well.
Same here.
Impressive success. I rolled a 4. And I needed a 45, so that's
Marginal success. 32 out of 32.
4. So that's 4 success levels.
Nice worse.
Okay, Galacil, you after a while you are sleeping. You know, you're dreaming. You are in Wonderland. Wilhelm, what did you roll, my friend?
I got a success.
1.4. You're drunk, and you also like dreaming. You know, like it's happy dreams. It's okay. Same with you, Ludov. Ivan, your character is sleeping right now, and in your dream, you see yourself. One second.
Spooky.
Dum, dum, dum.
In your dream, you are in like what it seems like a black room. Everything is black. You are kind of like floating in this room,
Nice.
and you kind of like see a man in the dream from far away. You know, and he's like calling you. You know, like making the signal to get close to him.
Yeah.
You kind of had a feeling that you can trust this guy. You know, there
Okay.
is something good about it.
I'll approach him then. I'll
As
float
you get
to him.
As you approach him, you see him running. He's running and asking you to follow him.
I'll follow you, friend. I'll follow him.
And you start to hear like a banging, like you know, like air and window when they smash. You know what I mean? Like somebody left the door open.
Yep.
Yeah, you're hearing this, and he's like, "There is no time. There is no time. We must hurry. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!"
All right, I'll
And-
wake up. All right, bloody hell.
You wake up,
I wake up.
and you hear still the banging.
Someone's having sex next door.
No,
Oh,
not like having sex. It's more like
A window that's open and it's with the wind or something.
the wind. Yeah, exactly, the wind, and so it opens up and then it closes itself, and you know, like
Gazelle. Sorry. I'll shake Gazelle. Wake up.
Hot pot! Hot! Stay away from the chicken wings! What?
Chicken wings.
What? What do you want?
Something's going on.
Why?
Because there's
Why?
weird music playing.
We just got met up in here.
Music? I hear like doors slamming, but I don't hear any music.
I thought it was someone having sex at first. Let's go have a look. I'm gonna...
If they're having sex.
You're waking me up in the middle of the night to go see if two people are having sex.
No, there's something going on. Someone in my
I'm
dream.
not, you know what?
You're my bodyguard. You do as I tell. So I'm gonna get out of bed.
Exactly, and I'm gonna mention this to your master when we
Yeah, and I'm gonna mention
Time
the
I
fact
see
that you
him.
didn't do a particularly good job today. And I'm
You
gonna
see Coachman Yuri is like, "Shut up!"
No, you shut up.
To back to sleep.
I'm gonna...
I look over at him like I'm just trying to sleep myself.
So I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna put my boot in, Gazelle. Get up.
Jesus.
Hey, you don't need to kick me. I'm already up.
Hey, get up. I'm gonna start walking to the front door. The
Okay.
door.
Yes. It's quite dark right now. Everything is like dark, and you can hear the window like clinking.
Just want to make sure that it's remembered too. I have night vision, so I can see a bit better.
Depends if
Okay.
there's
Yep.
night vision only works if there's no natural light, then you're not going to see shit.
So I don't know how much natural light there is.
There is not that much.
Okay.
Just want to see. What does magic flame do? Is it literally like? Is it
I think it makes you
A tiny, the size of a candle.
Sure.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast magic flame.
This is not going to go well for you.
It's gonna
You're going to start
burn.
bleeding from the eyes again.
Yeah, he's gonna burn the house.
Oh, wow. You just fail normally.
I'm gonna spend a fate point to reroll.
Fortune.
Fortune, yeah, you know what I mean. Oh my god. Okay, it doesn't want to be cast. Right. Gazelle, can you light a candle, please?
A regular one.
Where do you...
There's a candle. There's going to be a candle near the bed, so I'm going to grab the candle off the bed, and I'm going to find. I assume there might be a matchstick or something to light it, so I'm going to strike the match and light the candle, and then I'm going to wander down, open the door, and check. Gazelle, what room did they put the blonde guy in?
The blood.
Blonde guy?
Yeah, you know that person who is chained up.
It wasn't blonde, but no, he's in the room like right across from ours, like
Right, I'm gonna
to the side.
I'm gonna run across the corridor to the room opposite, and
Which room?
this
Move
room.
your token, please.
Yeah, just move
Okay.
your token.
Well, I'm just trying not to. I'm trying to describe, because if we do this as a podcast, they're not going to understand
Okay.
what we're doing.
Well, you can knock the room.
You can do
out.
both.
So I'm going to knock.
Doable.
So yeah, I'm going to knock quietly at first. If the door's not open, is the door
The
open?
door is closed. The door is closed.
Right, I'm going to knock.
Ludolf, do me a perception roll. I will give you
Perception.
plus 20.
So basic skill, perception 20, and 31 out of the 68 success.
It kind of like wakes you up. This knocking kind of wakes you up.
So, take my sword out. Do I also have a candle near my bed?
Yes, for sure.
Sure. So I turn on the candle.
Turn it on with a light switch.
It's modern. It's modern candles. This is like a button on the bottom.
Self-lighting, yeah?
Light
Yeah,
it on.
self-lighting.
You just
Couple
twist the
times.
candle and it turns on.
Yeah.
Like a flare.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I check the room first, Siegfried and Otto.
Yes.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
So I go to the door. Who's there?
It's me, Ivan.
He thinks he hears something.
Oh, it's you two guys. Okay. And what did you hear?
My
Are
dream
you by
went...
yourself?
No, I'm with Gazelle.
Yeah, I know. Just the two of you?
Yes, it's just the two of us. Look,
So
Yes,
I removed.
I just want to get back to
removed-
sleep as well. I know.
I
it's just-
removed the chair and the lock, and I opened the door and check it. Everything's fine.
I'm looking. Is the prison still there?
Yeah, open the door. Put the sword back in. Yeah, he's
Okay.
there.
Why would I wake up from a dream?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. Was it scary?
No.
Where?
The banging of the windows coming from.
I'm gonna slowly. I'm gonna slowly walk to the corner of the of the corridor. I'm gonna go and poke my head round.
And while you're doing this, Galazil probably like makes eye contact with Ludolf, and he's like, I have no idea what's going on.
Can I hear the window, whatever it's knocking?
You can hear the window also. So you guys in the corridor can hear it.
Okay.
Now that you're awake, you can hear it.
Go with him, maybe, because I can't really leave the room for nothing.
Yeah, it's just a damn open window and shutter. And
I'll be here.
want to get back to
Yes,
sleep.
but Gazelle, how often do you have a dream where someone says, "You need to wake up now"?
It depends on how badly I need to pee.
And then
Gazelle steps
when I-
around the corner and looks both ways.
How are you guys dressed at this moment? Are you guys
I'm in my pajamas.
Pajamas.
I've
You
got
have
one
a
of them
pajama
silly hats. You know they wear those silly hats. I've got one of them. So it's
Okay,
white
okay.
with little stars in
Yeah,
it. No?
and it says wizard. No, it doesn't say wizard on the front because I don't want that.
It just has a W.
No, it doesn't have anything. No, because it could say wizard on it because no one can fucking read.
Yeah, and it could be a flying star on top of the wizard. No?
Yeah, it's a moon and a star. Yeah, it's a moon and a star, really badly embroidered on it by me.
And the same embroiderment on your shirt or whatever. Your sleeping gown.
Galazil and Ivan, as you guys look around the corner, you can see the mysterious light, and it kind of like go through the window.
What is
and
it?
I don't know. You're
no.
the one that casts spells.
Yeah, so can I figure out what that is? I've got fucking magic. Huh?
From me intelligence roll.
Oh no.
Can I not do arcane knowledge?
Nope.
No. Why? Because
It's clearly not arcane then.
You're not arcane.
That's true. It's true.
That is true. I am not.
Do I get any pluses or negatives?
Nothing.
You can do it. There you go.
There you
Marginal
go.
success.
You get a feeling about the light. You get a good feeling about the light. You get a sense of trust.
We have to follow. Gazelle, we have to follow that light.
Just whatever gets me to bed faster. Come on.
Is that a window or is that a door?
Yeah.
Um,
it's a window.
You go first, all right? Gazelle, go first.
So you like, yeah, you kind of like pushing me slightly
Yep.
to go like.
Yep, and I'll go behind you. Yep.
Are you guys walking with shoes or?
Sorry?
Are you guys walking with shoes or bare feet?
Bare
I'm in my
feet.
slippers.
Yeah.
Bare- Okay.
I would have grabbed my mace and my buckler because he was so upset, but like I wouldn't have grabbed anything else. I'm probably wearing just like the undergarments that I wear underneath things and whatnot.
Okay. Yep.
I sleep all dressed up because
As
of
you guys are walking forward, you can feel something sticky in your feet. Wet and sticky.
I'm gonna hold the light.
Big
I'm
one.
gonna go. You haven't soiled yourself, Gazelle, have you?
I just ignore him and look down at the floor.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you don't say anything, I'm gonna look down and keep
Please.
my lights all down.
Yep.
Stop.
they have to cut the power, so I've got a bolt.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do
okay,
about.
yeah.
It's like just at this time, and I'm sorry.
That's all right.
No problem. You get into next week.
Yeah.
We're gonna finish soon anyway. So
Yeah. So
and your
I'm like-
character is sleeping and we won't wake him up because he's drunk.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it like all adds up to be perfectly fine for me to leave conveniently, but it's like
Yeah.
I have to tell you guys. So
It's okay.
go
Yeah.
on. I'll talk to you guys later.
Have a good time, man.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
So
Hang on.
as you
Yeah, just give James a second. He's gonna need to rearrange the panels a little.
okay.
Oh yeah. it became all wordy. Here we are.
Bum, bum, bum.
Sorry if this has ruined the moment, but
No, don't worry, don't worry.
just had to do it.
It's
Ah,
not
okay.
your. If whoever's fault it is, it's not yours. It's the people that
You can
needed
cut
to
it
cut
off.
the power.
I
And you
was
can cut.
building up for 4 hours. 4 hours. And no, I'm just joking.
But you can maybe cut this from.
Cut it.
nah.
Do you know how fucking long it takes to fucking render a video when you have to do all the edits? Yeah, maybe I should
Yeah.
cut it. No, but anyway, there we go. We're fixed. Oh, apart
we
from.
good
apart
No,
from-
okay, there we go. Now we're
I just
fixed.
need to add play tools one.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So as you guys walking, you feel this sticky, wet thing in your feet.
So I'm gonna
And-
So I'm gonna bring the candle down and have a look at what's on the floor.
It's red.
I kind of get a little bit down closer to it and like give it a kind of like smell if it's kind of got that like irony blood smell to it.
Smell irony.
Yeah.
Oh no! Irony is your middle name.
So I'm gonna.
Is there a lot of blood?
Yes.
So I'm gonna. Where does it seem like it comes from? Is it coming from under a door?
It's coming from the door where Burn was before.
Oh no!
I'm gonna walk over.
Is it like a trail of it? Like, does it lead from the door over to the window?
No, it's like more like it was in the room and then it kind of like spread out into the corridor.
Okay, so kind of like it's been like flowing out from. Okay.
Yeah.
Gazelle, you get your mace ready. I'm gonna put my hand on the door.
So I'm hearing those guys moving back here to the door. No, I can see them from where I am in the corridor.
Yeah.
In front of my door.
I'm gonna put my hand on the door.
What's going on? What's going on?
There's
You
blood.
might
all,
even.
There's blood all over the floor.
Yeah,
What?
and Gazelle points down at the red blood on the
I'm
floor
gonna
below.
slowly open the door and see if it
I'm gonna
opens.
I'm gonna
See if
wake
it
up Siegfried meanwhile.
See if it unlocks. See if it, and then push the door open and step back.
Okay.
Galazil is, I guess, like got his. He's taking Ivan much more seriously now that there's a pool of blood flowing out from this room, and has his buckler out and his mace at the ready in basically his dwarven underpants and like light tunic or whatever that he keeps under his jerkin.
I'm sure it's a reinforced pants or something.
Yeah, it's he uses plenty of starch.
So I've stepped back. Go in.
Well, I want to know what's inside. I guess
in.
do I see anything inside when you push the door open?
1 second.
Oh, it's really dramatic now. It might be a bit loud as well. Hang on.
There's somebody with a piano in there.
It's how you call them? The before pianos?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, Galastil. Once you open the door, you see a heinous thing. I mean, it kind of like start to twist your mind how crazy it looks. You see the whole room is splattered with blood. Everything around splattered with blood. You can see in his bed, you can see Burn, with his half his brain is gone. You can see like a brain kind of like slowly kind of gliding down from the wall. His body is open totally open, and his lung and like heart is like spread everywhere. All his intestine. And there is blood everywhere. What's your first reaction when you see this?
So his like chest is burst open and his brain is like on the walls and stuff.
Yes, and all the room is like on blood everywhere, like splatter.
Do I see this?
Do you want to see this, Ivan? I don't know.
Galzil kind of steps aside and kind of gathers himself because even this is a bit much for him.
I'm going to just close the door and just turn around and start walking off.
And like Galazil is taking his time to kind of recover from it because he's feeling very nauseated by the sight of what he saw in there. It was very gruesome even for him, so he's very much like
endurance.
Endurance? Okay.
We've been treading in Bernard. We've been treading on Bernard. I'll start wiping my shoes.
So I rolled a 17 with a 51 against a 51, so that's a success.
You managed to hold yourself. You almost puke, seeing this horrible scene, but you managed to keep it in.
Something.
You're like, but you don't puke. What about you, Ivan?
I didn't look at it. I closed the door. And,
Okay.
And he's currently wandering down the corridor to the bounty hunter and going. I don't think I want to look in that room.
So I'm waking up Siegfried so he can watch over Otto.
Yes. Siegfried walks and he's like, yeah, I'm awake.
And I'm checking his manacles. Everything is fine.
Yeah, everything is fine.
He's still breathing normally.
Yes.
Okay. So I go out and I want to know what's happening here.
If you ask Galazil,
I will. Yeah.
He's got his hands against the wall going.
Look for yourself.
What happened? Who's in there?
What's left of Bernard?
How did he die? I don't want to get in.
I
Describe what you saw. Describe what you saw.
His insides are everywhere. Like he exploded.
Does it sound to me like Otto's work?
I don't know how a long hair.
I'm asking.
Oh, you're asking. Okay.
Yeah, I'm asking Danny. Does it? Because it sounds like he's MO. No, his
You
operation.
You don't know.
Yeah, I never saw it, but I heard. That's what I heard. No.
Yeah,
That
you heard it. Yeah.
he killed and then he.
It kind of like give you a hint of Otto of what Otto have done before.
Okay, so I'm gonna open the door anyway. I have to see it.
I'm just
barely looking.
I'm just gonna wonder.
Yeah, endurance test with +20 because you've been advised by Galazil, so you're mentally.
Ivan's just gonna walk up to the window and look out to see if that light's still out. If that light's anywhere to be seen.
Nothing.
I'm gonna pull the window closed.
And I did 64 out of 53.
You feel the hot pot coming up
Oh,
through your throat.
okay, close the door.
Right into the middle of a pool of blood on the floor.
I will contribute right here.
But by the looks of it, just giving the look of it, it seems like it's the work of Otto.
What the hell is going on here? Okay, close the door. and I'm gonna go check Otto again.
In which way? Describe it to me.
So I'm just gonna wake him up, you know, like shake him.
Yeah.
What have you done again?
Me? I've just been here.
So I check to see if the rope is still around the bed and if he's still manacles in his hand and feet.
He's like, yeah, everything is on place. He looks at you and he's like,
That's an ugly laugh you got there.
Galazil's at the door watching this because he needed some space. Like he had to break immediately, but after that he realized he's standing in the pile of blood and everything, and now there's puke over there. So he's over here and he's just watching this and just being like, what the fuck is going on?
I have no idea.
as you guys are talking, you hear the door opens, and you see the what's the name, the barmaid walking, and she kind of like,
I'll tell her stop before she walks
Like-
in the blood. Before she walks in the blood, I'm telling her stop.
like, what's this sticky thing? And then she like opens the door, and
Oh no! Screams her head off, wakes everyone up.
Scream.
so she screams, and as soon as she screams, immediately you see everybody kind of like get up from their rooms immediately after the scream. Like people turn around and like, what's going on? What's happening? You know? Okay.
They're all looking at you, Ivan.
Nothing to see here. Just carry on about your business. Go back to your rooms. We need to end it as well. We need to wrap up.
Yes. As this is happening, you hear outside the bell ringing.
What bell?
A bell.
Like a church bell or something?
No.
Or
The bell for coming in, the same one that you guys pull when you came.
Yeah.
for the inn area, the wall.
The Gerard bell.
Yeah. You hear it banging it, you know, like ping, 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 ping,
Spooky.
yeah. And everybody's like, what's going on? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? And
The end of the world, as you know
as
it.
this happened, you see Gerard, he's kind of like running up, and he screamed, "They're coming! They're coming!" And we will see next week what's coming next week.
Oh no! Sustain. Excellent.
Okay,
Nice.
nice. Okay, so
Oh,
that's
actually,
what I had for today.
Excellent.
Let's not go back to that screen.
Yeah, that screen's a little bit of a mess right now.
All right. Shout outs, and I guess we'll start with Fishy. Fishy, do you want to give yourself a little shout out?
Hey, I'm Potato Fishy. That's potato_fishy. You can find me around the internet on Twitch, Twitter, and I do also do Instagram-y stuff. But that's if that's your thing, you can follow me. I stream, although that's been on break for a little bit. It is slowly coming to an end as I get more and more stuff ready. But in the meantime, I am here on Thursdays and on Sundays for James's RPG shows for Warhammer and 7th Sea on Sunday.
Bohemians.
Well, hello everyone, or goodbye everyone. I'm Bohemians, and I'm not really a streamer. This is my streamiest moment playing here with James CORP and company, and it's a lot of fun. And
Yes.
now we got a lot of suspense.
Especially as we're Halloween next week.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
we're ready for it.
They want to be perfect then.
Danny.
Yes, my name is Danny. This is also my only stream, but you can find me in the Ratcatchers Guild. Yes, shout outs. Sirenscape for the music, really good stuff. If you got the extra money for your role-playing games online, it helps you a lot.
Yeah, one day, once I hit the Patreon level, that will definitely be a goal. One of the goals that I will look at doing is getting like a subscription to Sirenscape at some point.
Yes, and yeah, that's it for me. Looking forward for next week. See
yeah.
how end this.
Alright guys, so I'm James Corp. This is my channel. Thank you Danny for running the game. Thank you everyone who showed up to for playing. Most appreciated. Thank you for the raid at the end there, Tegan. That was most appreciated. Don't forget to check out my Patreon. It's only got 2 levels at the moment, but we're pretty much at the halfway mark of hitting the first goal. But yeah, please consider thinking about doing Patreon if you want to support the channel or support the videos and stuff. We've got Sunday we're back with 7th Sea. And then on Monday we've got Blades in the Dark, and then the Thursday after we've got this final part of Warhammer.
And don't forget to tell people that subscribing to the Patreon gets you another part of Warhammer. It gets you the GM videos.
Yeah, so okay, yeah. So tier 2, which is $3 a month, will give you the GM insight videos for both 7th Sea and Warhammer. So if you want, so that we'll do that in the next couple of days, probably on Sunday again, or if we can do it on a Saturday, we'll do it on a Saturday. But I'll go through Danny and speak to him what he thought of it. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it's only like 15 minutes, but it's an extra half hour over the week, each week for the month for $3. So that's like what, 2 hours extra content that you can watch. But also don't forget to check out my social media. Check out the PTG Discord, my Twitter, twitter.com/JamesCorp. Check out my Facebook page if you want to, and if you don't follow me on YouTube, follow me on YouTube or subscribe to me on YouTube. Give it a thumbs up, the video. And if you don't follow me on Twitch, think about following me on twitch.tv/JamesCorp.
Or somewhere.
Yeah, we don't. Well, some of it will be down in the
some of it will be down there at some point, and it will be up there at some point, and wherever. Click the places to follow James.
But thank you all for playing. That was really good. I had a lot of fun.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Good
it was
session.
good.
I don't know if I'm going to break the mood because my character's a bit silly, but hey, who knows? And
fun.
but other than that,
I was going to say, James, I think your character being a little silly makes the grim darkness of it. Like, it's good balance for it.
all right. What was I going to say? So yeah, thank you all for watching on YouTube. We will see you in about a week. Bye, YouTube.
Bye. Are we off?